Hello, 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 hello. My name is Asherah Rose, and welcome to my very, very unique PhD YouTube channel, where I'm kind of discussing DID, dissociative identity disorder, / psychosis with or versus conscious expansion, or perhaps the Kundalini awakening. So today is Sunday the 10th of May, and it's 11:34 at the moment. And I did a video earlier which I posted, which was 17, so 17 minutes 17 seconds, because that's literally the only time I had on the phone left. So I had to literally delete over 600 pictures today. I ain't even started the videos yet, but I deleted over 600 videos today just to make a little bit of space. And this is not even a normal size fucking phone. Imagine, it's like a trigger bite or whatever the man said it was. I was like, nah, I need like, because I've got drives and hard drives, and I've already blocked like 2 clouds, and I'm just like, what the fuck? I said I need even 2 laptops too. My fucking god. And then I took my son's laptop, so I've got that too. So 3 laptops that I've got stored information on. Anyway, I don't even know why I'm telling you that. because the video was 17, yeah. So anyway, in that video, I was saying something always pops up on the 10th and the 11th of every month. I love those days. It's always something. It's always got something juicy. And obviously they did not disappoint, because, so said, so done. So, yesterday, just to put it into perspective, yeah, I went to my son's house with my daughter. I dropped my daughter there because his dad was coming to the house. He's down from Manchester. And he's got his daughter with him, my son's stepsister, obviously. But her and my daughter are similar ages. So I was like, to my daughter, she wants to go down there and chill at her brother's. And my girl's going to be down there. Do you want to chill with her? So she was like, yeah, bank. So I was like, I'll drop you down there, go and get some stuff done and come back. But at the same time, could you say the baby daddy was going to be there? I wasn't even sure if I wanted to be there, but Spirit was like, yeah, man. But they was telling me from the day before, check out the red dress. So this is the red dress that I put on today. So this is what Spirit wanted me to wear to my son's house yesterday. But on the same night, Spirit was saying to them, I put on a blue top, and I really liked how I looked in the blue top. And I had some cut-out jeans, and I thought, oh, them two would go nice together. So it's kind of usually like, if Spirit says to put on an outfit, that's the outfit. But also, Spirit are very cunning, clearly. Because why would I be wearing a dress like this to go and see my man? Spirit think they're clever, innit? It's a setup. But anyway, I decided to wear the jeans and the blue top. The Spirit was like, well, there's 2 outfits on the bed when I woke up in the morning, because I put them on the bed from the night before at the bottom of my bed. And Spirit in the morning was like, well, there's 2 options. You can choose what option. So then when I looked outside, it's going to be sunny, but it's going to be like up and down. You know what I mean? Because we're still in spring. It's not yet summer. And also, why am I going out in a short red dress? Do you know what I mean? Like, don't get me wrong, it's warm outside, it's shorts time and all the rest of it, but I was just questioning it. I know Spirit was advising it, but I have got my own brain. I can think for myself too. And I know Spirit are cunning. Do you know what I mean? They want me to wear the fucking red dress because obviously my man's colour's red. Do you know what I mean? So it would have been a trigger. You know what I'm saying? It would have been a double trigger. And I get it. When I got back, I understood the point they wanted to make. But I just think the red dress was giving pick me bitch. Do you get what I'm trying to say? Like, I was just like, even if you want to give a shot, don't shoot from a pick me bitch position. Do you know what I mean? You can wear a 3-piece suit and still fucking pull off some shots. Do you get what I'm trying to say? Classy. You know what I mean? So that was the conversation I was having with my grandparents and that yesterday, because my nan well wanted me to put on the red dress. I put on the red dress today because I ain't going nowhere. I'm in my room today by myself. So I put on my red mini dress because I like how I look in the red mini dress. Do you know what I mean? But I think here with myself, how I make me feel is a better time to wear the red dress than going to see some fucking dusty bum. Do you know what I mean? So anyway, when the reason why I stopped is because I heard my inner voice apologize for calling the baby daddy a dusty bum. But I've got no intention of apologizing for calling him a dusty bum, because he's a dusty bum. In case anybody was wondering, perhaps. So, where was the point I left off before the dusty bum comment came in? I tend to time jump. Okay, so it just means a different personality wants to come in and say something now. Unless I get back to the other point. No, I'm just hearing bare songs in my head. I wanna rock with you all night. I don't know why, but it's like I'm listening on someone's party. That's what it sounds like. And then you just heard laughing coming from outside. Something going on. What is it, Sunday? I used to like going out on a Sunday. Get a little shubby, have a little drink, and a little slow wine in the corner. What was the fucking point? Obviously, I was making a point about the fucking baby daddy, and I obviously have no problem calling him Dusty. But the reason why I was telling you is because that's why I was going down there to drop my daughter. So I dropped her anyway, left her with some snacks and her brother. Went about my business because my plan was to just get some work done. I told them, which that's exactly what the intention was. But the work was sitting in the grass in the sun by myself. Yeah, I'm trying to say. So, because I knew some energy was coming in on the 10th, I was getting ready for it. So I was like, yeah, I'm going to sit on the grass. Wait. So I was like, all right then. So anyway, I'm driving now. And by the time I've kind of drove around between leaving my house and getting to my son's house, at least 3 blackbirds have flown out in front of me. But from the first one flew out in front of me, I was like, all right then. Because a bird can fly out. You get what I'm trying to say, and they fly all the time. But there's a way that spiritually birds will move and deliberately come in at your face and get your attention. You get what I'm trying to say? They don't need to fly past you. They don't need to land there. They're landing so you can see them. They're flying so you can see them. Do you know what I mean? So when they move like that, as in they're not just doing their normal bird thing, you can see that's not a bird. It's like a human in a bird. You know what I mean? Because they're moving, and the way they're moving is more intelligent, or at least I'm reading it like that. I'm reading it like, say, the birds come with a message. Loud and blood clot, clear. Hear me good? So, at least 3 blackbirds had crossed my car on the drive. But from the first one, I was like, bang, because of the way the first one come in. I says to Spirit, all right, then I seen that bird. So let me tell you something. If 3 bird flying on my blood clot, well, not blood clot, but if 3 bird flying on my blood clot face today, I know something's going down. Because I can feel something's going down anyway. Do you get what I'm trying to say? But if 3 birds cross my path, you know something's going down. You know how much blackbirds crossed my path in total yesterday? 6. Double the blood clot amount. And guess what else passed my fucking path too while I'm driving? A black cat. A black cat coming from the left to the blood clot right. I'm like, okay. Hear me good. Hear me good. Hear me blood clot good. Hear me good. 6 blackbirds and 1 black blood clot cat. And you're telling me some shit's not going down? Are you fucking mad? You don't have to be mentally ill to know some shit's going on when 6 blackbirds pass your path and 1 black cat. Do you get what I'm saying? Hello? So anyway, I knew it was a spinner from yesterday because from the 8th, I knew something was popping up because I spoke to my son. And my son said, well, go on. And I said, yeah, the energy of me. But the way, I'm just picking it up and just reading the energy so I know how to maneuver through the month. And he's like, what do you mean? I said, well, every month has 3 seasons and you get your first trimester, second trimester, third trimester. And there's different energies that flow through the different trimesters. And there's different energies that flow on different numbers in the month. And if you know what's happening on that number in that month, when it's that planet under that star and you wear this colour, you get to ride on this wave. And then you know what, go on in it. Type of thing. So he was saying, so what's with the first trimester? So I said, well, the energy that I get from the first trimester is that it's kind of like you have to take your time with the things that are being presented to you. It's not a rush thing. So I said, so for example, you're doing a course now, innit? And you might feel like you want to just fly through the course and finish the course quick, but the energy isn't that. The energy is take your time, make sure you fully understand it before you move on to the next module. And he was like, no way, Mom. I'm doing the course, innit? I said, yeah. So I used the example still. And he goes, the module said you can do this in 45 minutes, and I've been taking 2 days on the one thing because I'm like, nah, I'm not skipping it. I could obviously bounce past it and just go on like say I know what I'm talking about when I get to the end of it, but I don't want to be that guy. I want to know what I know. I'm taking the time to understand, and even when I'm understanding the things in the module, I'm still using ChatGPT to break it down even further. So I've got it on the fucking dust level. So anybody who asks me a question, I can take it to the fucking dust of the matter. I can take it to the blood clot atom and give them the explanation as to why A leads to Z, basically. And I was like, yeah, that's good, son. That's good. So I said, yeah, and then there's the second energy. He says, what's the second energy? I said, well, to me, this is the second energy. And he was like, no fucking way. And then I said, the last trimester. And I was like, well, to me, it's like, where? And he was like, fuck shit. I said, I know what you're trying to say to me, Mom. You're trying to get me to push out. And I'm like, nah, I'm not trying to get you to push out nothing. I'm just saying that's the energy. The energy in the third trimester is about standing in the light and being okay standing in the light because it's time to be seen. Do you know what I mean? Okay. You know what I mean? Whether you want it or you don't, babe, that's the wave. That's the wave. So you're either going to get licked down by it or you're going to ride with it. You know what I'm saying? But the frequencies these days, you're going to go mad. People are going to go really mentally ill. Everybody was like, people are going to go mad during COVID. And, some people did. You know what I'm saying? Some people did because the energy was really trying to fuck you up. And it was trying to fuck me up. I was like, nah, differently. They've gone and done it. They've gone and fucking done it. You get what I'm trying to say? Like Nachodamus and all them kind of things I grew up on as a child. So for me, the whole prophecy thing, the Bible thing, it's like there's certain bullshit in it that is predicted to happen. So when the COVID thing come out, I was like, right, they've fucking gone and done it. Mass humanity, fucking destruction, crimes against humanity. They're trying to kill off the air of us. I said, alright. So, because I've gone into it like that type of triggering thought, like, where they've gone and done it, that put me in a very 3D mentality where I was buying into this whole COVID shit. You know what I mean? To the point where, don't get me wrong, I didn't do the whole toilet paper thing. Can't lie. But definitely stocked up. Because I'm one of those people just in case. Because to me, I'm like, not that, nah, differently I am. But I'm waiting on the zombie apocalypse. Do you get what I'm trying to say? So in the back of my mind, I'm like that. Like things are kitted up like that. Like I got camping gear. I got 8-man camping tent, camping toilet. You fucking name it, blood. Don't play. Yeah. and a boot big enough to get everybody in there, as in my family. You know, one of them ones. So, and then also like me and my sons, we're registered at the gun shooting place. You get what I'm trying to say? So we know how to carry and fire arms, just in case. You know what I mean? Because the last thing you want to do is get caught slipping. So I'm that girl, yeah. But why was I telling you that I'm that girl? Oh shit, I jumped again. Shit. Let's get back to the point they said. So yeah, the baby daddy's house. Yeah, that is true, you know, still. Differently. So anyway, so anyway, I drop my daughter there. I go and do what I want to go and do. So while I'm in the park, I'm doing whatever I'm doing, and I can see certain things happening. And then 1 minute it's gone from being sunny till this side of my body is literally like I can feel I'm gonna like have half a like I'm gonna be different on different sides of my body because the way the sun's licking me on this side. And then all of a sudden it goes very, very cold. But my ancestors are saying to me, don't worry about the weather. Just carry on finishing off what you're doing. So being obedient, and I want to finish what I'm doing, but I feel the cold, but I'm getting into it too these days. I couldn't tolerate the cold before, but now even my bedroom window, I leave it open every night because I like the cold breeze just kind of blowing over me. Because I was like, how can I be so against? Like, if you want to upset me, like, let it be raining and have me outside for too long and it's cold. That combination of wet and cold is not my thing. But for ages now, and when I say ages, years, I've been saying, well, I'm a mermaid. You know what I mean? Like that's clear to me. I've seen enough. Do you know what I mean? So how can I be a mermaid and not like being cold and wet? Make it make sense. Like me and my girls, as in my girl children, we grew up watching everything mermaids. You know what I mean? So we understand the kind of fairy tale, if you like, around mermaids. And one thing I do know for sure is that they're always wet because they're in the fucking sea and the sea is cold. Do you know what I mean? Obviously, depending on what part of the country it is, but this is fucking England, right? So our seas don't get warm and hot. It is what it is. So I don't like that feeling. You know what I mean? So when I went to Jamaica in October with my daughter, and we went on a cruise ship, and we're taking this fucking whatever it is ship thing to cafe. Oh, what's it fucking called? Rick's Cafe. Yeah. We're on the fucking boat, yeah. It's fucking Jamaica. It's so hot. Everybody's burning. We're melting. We're sweating. We're waiting for the fucking boat to pull up. You know, it's Jamaica time, innit? So anyway, when the boat finally comes up, we get on the boat. We've got to get in the water to get on the fucking boat. So the water's literally up to here before you actually get to the boat because the boat's so big it can't come so close. So anyway, when we get on there, I literally, like, the man put on some music, started building up spliffs for everybody because you get spliffs come with the ride. And before the weekend, like, the rain's coming down and the waves are going. And next thing you know, it's like a fucking storm because obviously I'm in Jamaica 1 week before the hurricane hit this year. No, last year, 2025, October. Do you understand me? Spirit has sent me there. They said just in time, but Spirit sent me there. So anyway, we've gone from having a hot weather to this cold shit. The boat's getting flown all over the place. Everybody's trying to hold on to everybody, but the boat's so full, there's hardly any places to hold on to. The poor man sitting down there with his daughter wrapped, and the waves are just licking over their face. There's nothing you can do. My daughter, I'm looking at my daughter. I want to cry for her. I want to cry for me. And I want to cry for every motherfucking body on this fucking boat because it is torture. You've never seen anything fucking... We're in the middle of a storm in a fucking sea in fucking Jamaica. The ancestors are killing it, blood. The ancestors are fucking making me know we ain't playing. I'm like, nah. And I'm there fucking cold and wet and the wind is blowing. Babe, you couldn't put me in a worse situation. You couldn't put me in a worse situation, I'm telling you. I wanted to astral project there and then. It's only because my daughters are literally on the fucking boat while I'm there. Because if it was me, by myself because the guy who owns the boat, the company, he weren't going to get on the boat. You understand me? Because he just makes sure he collects the money and goes about his business. And then he was like to me, let me carry your bag on the boat. And I was like, but I thought you weren't getting on the boat. He said, listen, I'm coming now. Because you're going, I'm going to come. And I'll put your bag on the boat. I said, but why are you going to come if he says you're not going to come? Do you know what I mean? He said, no, I'm going to come. So anyway, he ends up coming on the boat. And because he's the manager, he's letting me know that if you want, you can go up. Like basically, there's parts on the boat that are for staff, but he's saying to me that I can deal with it like it's staff. So he's already got my bags and stuff like that in a safe cupboard. So my clothes and everything, because I've got the biggest fucking bag. He's like, where are you going with this bag? If I'm going somewhere, I've got everything I need. In my bag was no less than 3 different. Look at my big conversation. Look where I'm blood clot going with this spirit. But it's true though. There was no less than 3 different outfits in my bag. And you know what I'm saying? And I made sure that I packed for me, and I made sure that I told my daughter to pack some stuff for her. Shoes, hair products, makeup, water, alcohol, drawers, just in case. Just my ancestors are very, very particular, because they know what I want. They all, as long as I listen to everything that is said to me, can't go wrong. Remember I told you can't go blood clot wrong, because ask me if everything in the bag never become necessary. I would have lost the blood clot plot. Listen, the storm got so bad, they had to abandon ship. They had to get us to the nearest fucking harbour for us to jump out, to stand up on the fucking side, to wait for a fucking minibuses. 4 blood clot minibuses had to come to pick up the crew, the people off the boat, to take us to Ritz Cafe. So I told my man, I'm not coming to blood clot Ritz Cafe. So he says to me, why didn't I tell him from when I was on the boat so that he could have called ahead and made a man drop off his car, and then he could have just took me back to the hotel. Do you get what I'm trying? But true say is on the boat and it's his thing. And even though he told me off because he's like, no, I only got on the boat for you. I never got on the boat for the boat thing. But at the same time, remember, people have paid their money and now we're in the middle of a fucking storm. And they can't drink, you can't think it, because everybody's literally holding up for their fucking life. So he's still having to pump up the vibe still. You know what I'm saying? So even though he's got staff, it's his thing. You know what I'm saying? So from my perspective, I'm not going to be like bugabooing. You know what I'm saying? If like I said, divine sorts out what divine needs to sort out for me. So I don't beg nobody nothing. So when we got there and he said that, he said, listen, go in the minibus and get to Ritz. I'm going to leave from here and go and get my car and then come and pick you up from the Ritz. So I got a face on me. That's fine, but I still got a face on me because I'm cold and wet. I can't be happy if I'm cold and wet. So anyway, now he's made sure that the man them in the van know wagwan for me. So nobody's supposed to chat to me and nobody's supposed to look in my direction, but they're supposed to make sure that I get there safe. But bearing in mind, there's like 15 other people on this minibus, but whatever. So anyway, we get to Ritz Cafe. He brings my bags in, makes sure everything's sorted out at the door, gets us settled in, leaves us with some weed and whatever else, and says he's going to go get the car. So when he gets the car now, me and my daughter find the toilets. We go and get ourselves dressed in new clothes, obviously, because even before that, what I should have said is that while we was on the boat, I took out a long, like I had like like those flowy kind of summer dresses that you wear on holiday, but the African ones. I had one of them on, so I threw on that. So obviously that warmed me up a little bit, which made me a little bit more, I won't say happier, but whatever. But the point is so basically I'd gone from one outfit, because I went on the boat in a yellow dress. Then I switched into the cami, yeah. And then now I've switched into a purple mini dress with an open whatever. Yeah, because we're in Ritz Cafe now. But as soon as we get to Ritz Cafe, the sun's out. And then as soon as I get dressed and come out the toilet and we stand by the bar, Mr. Storm come back. Well, Mr. Storm come back with a vengeance because the girls that are dancing on the stage down the bottom then he got blown away by the torrential blood clot wind. When I say all the people standing on this side of the bar, on the outside bit where you want to be, nobody wants to be on the inside hut. You want to be on the outside so you can get the sun. Everybody on that side got fucked up. To one side, on the fucking other side. Anyway, long story short, when my man come back, he walked past me because obviously I didn't look the same. Do you get what I'm saying? I was on the boat and I was being tossed about by the boat and the wind and the rain. I've had time to alchemize now, get my shit together and put my fucking, you know what I mean? So he's walked past me twice. And I'm waving at him, the fucking dickhead. So he's like, you tricked me. When he come over and the man's like, you fool. Didn't you see her waving at you? So he's like, she tricked me. Like, basically, she changed their outfit deliberately to trick me. I said, no, I changed my outfit because it was fucking wet, because it was raining. Hello. Do you know what I mean? Anyway, we jumped in his car. And he took us back to the hotel. And he asked us what we was doing. And I said, beach boss on the beach. I said, he's going to come pick us up and take us to this club, innit? Like this popular club down there. I want to say Jungle for some reason, but I can't remember if it was Jungle. Possibly. So I went to anyway. And he was like, nah, text my man and say loud that he's gonna take us instead. So we did, and we had a really, really good night. Why am I telling you that? What I should be telling you is that my man was a Mason and he was a mission. But I'll get into that story another time because I didn't even come on for this shit. This is what Spirit's telling me right now. They're reminding me why I turned on the video. But I know there was a reason why I was telling them that, but that's fine. I'm happy to jump timelines because I don't know why I was telling them that. But anyway, so imagine this now. Yesterday, I already knew why I'm seeing the baby daddy, because at the end of the day, I ain't got no business. I don't need to cross paths with him, remember. I can just drop my daughter there, go about my business, and then beep the horn when I come out, and Spirit was like, nah, we're going in. But I never felt nervous about it, which was so beautiful at the same time. So I was like, okay, cool. So when I went in, I said hello to him when he came. When I got there, he wasn't there, and my son had gone and got some food. But his daughter was there, so when I went in, we was chatting and blah, blah, blah. And then they came back. So my mum was downstairs, so Mick was like, Mum, where do you want to eat? Do you want to eat upstairs or downstairs? But it's in Mick's bedroom, so I was like, you know what? Let's eat downstairs. But my daughter was like, nah, I don't want to eat downstairs. I'd rather eat upstairs. So I was like, all right, then let me go and say hello. Push up, innit? So anyway, I went downstairs, and as soon as I got through the door, he smiled at me. You know what kind of smile? But it's always had a sweet boy toy smile with his little gold teeth at the side. Anyway, the point is that when he smiled, I smiled too. Which I knew I was going to, because I already knew how I was going to feel. Not based on him, but that I'm in that energy. I'm in my inner child energy. And that's what Spirit wants me to be in. My inner child energy. So it's not about being in any animosity. And I don't feel any animosity even though I know what's going on behind the scenes. You get what I'm trying to say? But I still don't feel no way about it. I don't know why. Well, I kind of do know why, but I think you know what it is? Because I know how the story ends. That's what it is. Like, I know how the story ends, so why am I mad? It's like, why am I mad if I know how the story ends? Anyway, so basically, I went over to him, and all of a sudden, out my mouth has said, you're right, Baldy. I says to him, but I said it in a comical way. Like, well, I'm Baldy. And as I said it, I lifted up his hat. And when I lifted up his hat, his head was bald. I was not expecting a bald head. He was losing his hair the last time I seen him. But the last time I seen him was like 5 years ago. But he still had hair on his head. So in my mind, I was expecting there to be hair. But when I lifted up the hat, there was no hair. He was completely bald. And not just bald, like shiny bald, like egg bald. And his complexion is egg-like. So the whole thing. So it kind of like set me a little bit in motion in terms of like, where? You know, one of them ones. So I think he felt my rare, and then he felt a little bit of a little, like I felt his energy kind of, do you know what I mean? Go from friendly to not so friendly. But spirit knows what they're doing, because this, it's not about being friendly on that level, if that makes sense. Because I know, say, the other day when I went to the park and this man's trying to tell me that he loves me, that time I know he's a raw demon and all the rest of it, because they keep sending these dusty motherfuckers like I can't see them from a mile off. I was like, right, okay, bang, who's the next one? So they said, oh, you'll know the next one. So I'm already expecting a motherfucker that I know. It just happened to be this motherfucker. So let's play the game. So when I go in there, I know, say, I've sprayed up today, because even though I chose deliberately not to wear the red dress, I could have, motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? But I just thought, you know what, there's no point. Because it is what it is. It's game over anyway. There's nothing to prove. Do you know what I mean? Put the jeans on. You know what I mean? Because it's a slam dunk anyway. It's a slam dunk anyway. So anyway, the point is that on the 8th, when I got a message saying that someone's seen you in the flesh, so they now know that all the bullshit where, oh, she's haggard, she's run down, she's this, she's that, and Harsted Kalfa, they now know it's not true. So I was like, all right then, safe. Because I know that energy is the case anyway, because, you know, blah, blah, blah. But it's just that it's catching up now to be the time now. So I'm like, all right, cool. So when I seen my man the following day on the 9th, you get what I'm trying to say? I was like, okay then, bang. That person seen me with their own eyes now. Nobody can say it's AI, it's Photoshop, it's not really this, it's not really that, blah, 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 because it's flesh and blood. So I'm being seen for the first time in 5 years, because I ain't chat to no blood clot body in about that time, in blood and flesh. You understand me? So when the baby daddy's reporting back now, in based on what he's seen, what can he say other than what he saw in blood and flesh? She ain't got no demon on her. She don't look possessed. She ain't mad. You sure you ain't spending that witchcraft? Because there ain't nothing wrong with her blood. If anything, she look better blood. Hello. So that's the 9th. So now that he's gone and told everybody that the witchcraft's not working, it's panic now, isn't it? Because the witchcraft's not working. So Spirit's like, okay, so watch the phone start to ring now. See how people want to try and friend up now? Which we've already been seeing signs of that already. You know what I mean? No thank you. So anyway, me and my daughter's getting ready to step out tonight. Bing, bing, bing on my daughter's phone. I'm in the bathroom brushing my teeth. She's like, Mom. I'm like, yeah. She goes, just guess who just texted me? I'm like, who? She said the person's name, but I'm going to say, your niece. I said, what? How are you? Some bullshit like that. So she goes, no. She's saying, Rare Tete is saying, can she pass on her number to me? So I said, why would Rare be going through my girl to come to you to chat to me? Do you get what I'm trying to say? What kind of long cocky, what? Do you get what I'm trying to say? My number hasn't changed, you know. I might not have seen you for 5 years, but I'm still on the same mobile number. But anyway, but how is it going to go round, so? Make it make sense. So, I'm saying to my daughter, because I don't, anyway, tell her thanks, but no thanks. I didn't want to be rude. Do you get what I'm trying to say? I said, I don't want to say something rude, so just tell her thanks, but no thanks. So anyway, a next bing comes through, and I'm like, what? But why are you passing on a message? Another message I'm saying to my daughter. I've said thanks, but no thanks. That was the sentence. That was the end of it. So my daughter's like, she's saying, my girl's saying that it's really, really, really important, and she's been trying to get you on Facebook and Instagram, but for some reason she can't get through. It's the fuckery. We ain't spoke for 5 years. What could be so urgent? Could it be my granddad's blood clot inheritance? Could it be my blood clot granddad's father, my granddad father? I have to say my granddad father. I have to say my granddad father. Could it be my granddad father's blood clot yard that belongs to me? Could it be my trust funds? What could you possibly want to talk to me about now? Because it definitely cannot be to help you with the witchcraft that you sent to me that was not for me because it couldn't fuck with me and is now with you, fucking with you. Because I know you couldn't be phoning my phone to save nobody's blood clot because I told you it's your barbecue. Burn it your way, motherfucker. It's your barbecue. Burn it your way, motherfucker. I told you that for years. And Spirit was like, shut your fucking mouth. Shut your fucking mouth. You don't know what the fuck you're talking about. You don't know what... I don't know what I'm talking about. I don't know what I'm talking about. I'm saying to you, you need to be careful what the fuck you're doing and who you're moving with because they're not your people, rude boy. Yeah? So when I'm seeing this, that, and I'm watching you go boom, 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 and I'm saying, rude boy, listen, let me tell you something, go left. You don't know what the fuck you're talking about. I'm going right. You going right? Boom. Rude boy, go right. What the fuck you talking about? I'm going left. Boom. Alright. I said, Nanny, he's gonna kill himself, blood. He's gonna fucking kill himself. I'm losing my hair. People think this is my hairstyle. Video. This is alopecia, blood. Getting sucked off. Pretty like. I turn trauma just like that into anything I want. Watch my style. Do you know what I'm saying? Fucking alopecia. 3 times my hair fell out. 3 fucking... Can you imagine losing your hair 3 times? Every fucking hair. Eyebrows, eyelashes, every fucking thing. Even now. But it's also part of spiritual too because they told me that the ancestors didn't used to have hair and they used to be bald. And then so apparently some of the Egyptians were bald. That's why we wore wigs. Because once you start to raise your higher conscious level, it does that. Apparently. Anyway. The point is that this thing on the 10th, me seeing my man, led us on the 9th, led to tonight, my girls texting, urgency, blah, 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 can't get through, blocked. I didn't respond. I didn't give my daughter another message because I weren't trying to give her a message in the first place. It was just like cut off. No, thank you. I'm saying? I wasn't trying to get into a conversation. I was just like, no. Maybe I should have just said no. Next time I'll just say no because it is a full sentence with a full stop. No. Period. My bad. I shouldn't have put the thank you. That was way too much. That's what I'm saying. 2022, the ancestor says to me, say less. You already won the blood clot battle. And I've been winning battles from 19 how long because I used to dance in it. And my family used to always be like, when there was a competition, you get like a bottle of champagne or whatever. So they're like, go on, just go out there and just win the competition and get the bottle. Like they'd already have their glasses in their hand. But lo and behold, the bottle always came back. So my ancestors use that expression with me because they know what it means to me. Like you already won. Like it comes from like, if you ask these people that are fighting against me, family members, some of us was at a club one night and there was a dancing competition, yeah. So I've gone in. Yeah, I mean, you don't have to ask me twice to dance. I love to dance. So I've gone in the dancing competition, but I'm in my element, dancing, thinking that it's me dancing at the time. And I do a move. I pull a move. I can't tell you about this fucking move. But the whole club just stops and the DJ is just screaming. Because I can't hear him because I'm in a zone. I don't even realise I'm in a zone. I'm just dancing. But it's like, say, when I come to realise, I could tell that the guy had been saying it for a long time and I had continued to just dance on the floor with no music playing because it's already locked off the music. I'm telling you, when I say dance, stop, I'm talking dance, blood clots, stop. So, he's saying, come for the bottle. But at this point now, he's saying, come for the blood clot. Like he's swearing at me to come for the bottle. So that's all I wake up to. Someone swearing at me, telling me to come for the blood clot battle. He's like, come for the battle, come for the blood clot battle. You win the battle, you win the blood clot battle. Come for the That's literally what I'm hearing as I'm coming out of this fucking trance. This man shouting that out down the mic, and all my family jumping up and down when I finally get off the floor. They're going wild, they're going wild. When I turn, the whole club's going wild, going wild. I've gone and got the bottle and I don't know why anybody. Like, this is me. In my mind, I'm standing by the stage like this. Because I don't even know what just happened. So when we all get back to my mum's house and they're all talking about this piece of dance that I did, I'm trying to get them to show me. I was like, no, cousin, show me the dance. Like, I need to see what you saw, because the way everybody's going on, something went down, but I don't know what went down. So show me the dance. So she's like, I can't even do the dance. So she's on the floor and she's like, nah, like literally, I couldn't do the dance. Even if I wanted to, even if I tried to do the dance, I can't do the move that you pulled. The move was wicked and bad. That's all I can say. The move was wicked and bad. So now to this day, 20 odd years later, I still don't know what the fuck I did. You know what I mean? So you see, when things happen now and I go into a trance and my body just does things by itself, because I've been saying to people that my body just moves, but I don't think people really realise. But realistically, you're going to come to understand, for people that have known me my whole life, you've always seen my body move without me. You just didn't know it was me. It wasn't me. You just didn't know it was me. It wasn't me. Because that's a prime example there. I now know that was not me. Do you know what I'm saying? I know that weren't me. Let that sit with you. Anyway, the reason why I put on this film tonight, the video, is to show you this film at the back of me, one YouTube video. She just filmed it an hour ago or a couple hours ago, but it's on the 10th of May is the point. But watch this now. So we know we had something on the 8th, as in the message on YouTube. Then we about somebody seeing you in the flesh. Then we had the situation on the 9th, the baby daddy. That's my first baby daddy, you know, my school boyfriend, 13 years of age. Do you understand me? So it's not today and tomorrow. It's long time. Yeah. So him seeing me in the flesh was the 9th. And then today, this message, this pasa business here tonight. So anyway, my daughter turns around and says, oh, why is she texting me? Like, oh, I've asked that question. And she's turned around and said what she said about, oh, because she can get to you. But why? Because everybody's got my number. So why do they need to do that? Because it's a weak link. You know what I mean? Like, the fact that I've still got one child living with me is a weak link. Might sound really horrible, but when you're under spiritual warfare, spirit will do absolutely everything they possibly can to get you. And if they can't get you, they're going to get the people closest to you. So my mom has always said that my whole life. She said, if you can't catch dog, you'll catch its tail. That's the Jamaica saying. If you can't catch dog, you'll catch its tail. Do you understand me? So she is my tail. My children are my tails, so to speak. You know what I mean? So they have been used so unfairly in this spiritual warfare, to the point where I have had to put them on the outside for their own protection. You know what I'm saying? So my 2 younger ones are with their father, and he thinks he's dragged me through the courts and he's telling people I've not done anything wrong. I love my babies. My babies love me. The Almighty told me what was going to happen, and that's why I allowed it to happen. Don't get it twisted. I pull down this motherfucking... Listen, I will close down the whole matrix. I don't think you understand. I'm raw chaos magic. I close down the whole matrix for my fucking pitney. Don't be stupid. And anybody who knows me and knows me good, you don't even have to know me good. You just have to see me with my pitney then. And I don't blood clot care if it's... I don't care who it is. Anyone who sees me with my pitney knows I'm for my pitney. Because more time I got my pitney and everybody else's pitney too. I love kids. They're beautiful. The Almighty said, come little children unto me, because they're fucking wonderful. Don't get it twisted. You know, and don't get me wrong, sometimes they need a rough up, no doubt. You know what I mean? Even as a head teacher in school of alternative provision or working for the youth offending team, nah. When my kids are in my school, I'm talking about my school kids, I'm the head teacher. I deal with them exactly the same as I deal with my children. I don't play around. I'm the nicest, don't get me wrong. You can have anything from me. Anything. Do you know what I mean? Anything. But don't take the piss. You take the piss and you'll see a different side of me. And they're like, Mrs. Henry, you're the most poshest teacher that we've ever had, but you're also the most ghettoest teacher we've ever had. That was the best speech anybody had given me ever to this day. I'll never forget it. I used to teach when I used to be a part of the Princess Just at one college, the biggest college in Birmingham, I should say, not one college. But I used to teach English and Maths and ICT and it as a functional skills lecturer there before I went into like school and headship and whatever. But I used to love them days because I used to come from the youth offending team anyway. So I love those type of kids. You know, they're my kind of kids. But anyway, the point being, what was the point? So Paul's house, the 10th. This passa business, summer's my tail. Okay, so with regards to when spirit wants, when I'm on the timeline, I can be on the timeline. When I jump off the timeline, I literally cannot tell you the last word I just said. It's that deep. So anyway, the tail business. So there's this energy in it that they're using my children, which I've always known. So I was telling you about the court situation because the Almighty already told me that the children are going to go. And I said, my children are going to go with the warlock. And they was like, listen, we got it covered. You need rest. We need to heal your nervous system. You need a little sleep. You've been on the grind. I'm working. I'm homeschooled. I'm going through divorce. I'm doing my own divorce. I'm a barrister. I'm a lawyer. I'm having to go into law. I'm trying to get my PhD sorted out. Like I got bits going on. You know what I mean? So I'm just like, so Spirit's telling me what I go on. So when the children started to go to their dads for a week, instead of just for a weekend every 2 weeks, it was a big difference to me. It was like, for that week, I literally would stay in bed and just heal and just, you know what I mean? Let the ancestors work me, you know, because I needed it. The kids were feeding me. The kids were looking after me. I'd gone from being a mum to literally just being a baby again. And you know what I mean? And if they didn't feed me, I would have probably starved because I was so high with spirit. There was just, do you know what I mean? Like if someone had said to me in 2022, are you mad? I would have said I've lost the fucking plot because I told them the truth. And I was like, I'm going mad. I'm still in court. I'm still fighting court. Don't get it twisted. And this is what I'm trying to say. It's not madness. It's not mad how they consider it mad. It's spiritual warfare. Because I'm saying to my kids, sorry, that I'm literally losing my mind. But the next day I'm in court representing myself. So it's not the same. You know, again, I'm looking at mental health and consciousness, but I'm doing it from my own experience. So I can explain to you, this is my experience. You tell me if it's mental health or consciousness. You tell me if I'm going through a psychosis experience or am I experiencing what it's like when you start to tap into the frequency that moves us to the new earth? Is this what it looks like? Because the people that I chill with and fuck with or listen to on YouTube in the esoteric community, they seem to be in tune with what the fuck I'm talking about and what it's about. So if you're not, I would question where you are, because differently, it is a war, and a war that's coming to an end. There's already been a winner. So if you're not jamming with those that look like they're winning, at this point you probably want to question yourself. If you don't know already, I should say, but really at this point you already know. So let me end that one, because that's some straight up time wasting bullshit. So anyway, coming back to the point, where was my point? Where do you want to take me? No, okay. So leave all that stuff out with the children. So the point is that I don't have my children around me, apart from one. And the one I have is the only child that the divine did not tell me that I was going to give birth to. The Almighty told me I was having a son. Get ready. He told me I was having a second son. Get ready. He said, you're not ready for your girl yet. And I knew that because I knew the weight she carries. But what happened to me, I got with a guy that convinced me to have a baby for him. And I went outside of divine plan. Outside of divine plan. And had a baby for a man. But was he a man? Cut a long story short, because I can't be bothered to go round and round, so that you get the point. The point is that's the pitney that I'm in this house with. A pitney that a warlock planted inside of me. So it's not just surface level spiritual warfare. It's been spiritual warfare for a long fucking time. She's 18 in 3 weeks. This was a deliberate move. He played a deliberate move with me. But it was meant to happen. So nobody ain't vexed about it. Because we already know the plan. So we're okay. So anyway, me and my daughter get into it on the way when we're going in the car. Because obviously, I'm saying to her, because spirit, it's a time of truth, isn't it? 228, and I just said, you know what? I don't like it. You see, like how you still wrap up with people that I don't like it. I don't like when you're out there with them and then you come back in this house with it, because I'm sensitive. Do you understand where I'm coming from? So I see. Do you know what I'm saying? I see what time it is. But at the same time, I'm not the kind of person to turn around to my children and say they can't go and see a family member, or they can't go and see a friend. If that's what they want to do, I would tell them, and I would pinch them and make them know certain things, but I would also let them go and do it their way too, even though it would fucking mad me half the time. That's what I'm trying to say. These kids, my kids, have led to part of it. That's why I would say part of it in terms of the psychosisness of it, because I could see the things that people's behaviors was doing to me. It's like having a condition like germophobia, and somebody wiping their hands with their bottom and just pulling it in your face and taunting you. You don't like germs. You can't stand germs. You definitely can't stand the smell of shit. But somebody knows all of that, got their fingers in their bottom, and now they're just standing there doing it. That's what it is when my kids come back. It's energy. The energy is on the child. It's not the child's fault. It's not the child's fault. But the energy is still slapping you, because it is upon them. So you have to deal with the energy slapping you and still be like, okay, so what do you want to eat? Yeah? Or, I've sent you to bed, and you've already had a hot chocolate well after bedtime and you're still not sleeping. Don't you think you need to go to sleep? That time the energy's still digging in your face, but you have to push past the energy and try and deal with the child, because you know that it's not the fucking child. But the demons want you to think it's the child. They want you to think it's the child so you can go in on the child, so you can fucking deal with the child in a particular way, so you can chat some bullshit to the fucking... Do you understand where I'm coming from? It's like a taunting thing. Psychological warfare. That's what I've been under. So now that my children are going for a week, when it was a weekend, I used to have to smudge them. From the get to the front door, I've got the incense, I've got the frankincense ready to smudge them. I got the bath running, I got salt running. And my children are funny. They don't like bits. So me putting things in their bath is a trigger for them. They'll tell you now, they hate it. But I have to. I have to dip you. You make sure to cleanse you. Do you know, because it's going on heavy. And I can't be dealing with all of this every minute. So you know what I mean? And even sometimes if they've got back and I haven't bathed them, by the night time, some shit's going on. Mommy, mommy. And it's only through the grace of other people seeing it and saying to me what the fuck is going on there that's made me know, well, I know it's not in my head. I know it is actually happening, but I don't understand why it's happening or how it's happening. How are they doing that? What dimension are they in that they're able to do that? What are they using to do that? So with my acquisitive mind, the ancestors took me to Africa because I was like, I need to see how this thing works in real life. So when I went to Africa, I went to Ghana, to the most voodoo, the capital basically of Ghana, and went down there and sat down with them man there. Them I ain't got fuck all on me, blood. I tell you that straight, pussy hoes. So I went down there with my video camera and done nearly 3 hours of blood clot videoing. So I'm not chatting what I'm chatting for the sake of it. I'm chatting what I'm chatting because I know it. So I'm going on there, I'm questioning them and asking them about their techniques and their fucking skills. Why my ancestors are communicating and talking, because they're talking a different language. But it doesn't matter what language they're talking, I can still interpret because my ancestors are with me. So I can see what I go on and get the hidden messages and see what they're doing. So, because I know what I go on, because I can see the play. What am I worried about? I sat back in my chair like I was so nice. Sitting there with the baddies and the baddies and the baddies and the baddies. Who? They were scared of me. These are the head my taxi driver, Sam. Sam was like, what the fuck? He said, they are no match for you. They are no match for you. I got him on video saying that too. So again, I'm not gassing. It is what it is. Like, they're no match for you. And no match for me. I didn't even do nothing. I sat down there just smiling, listening. I just asked so much questions. It was like a BBC interview. And that's exactly what I went there to do. And then we drove down the road for how long? And you watch the video. I was driving down the road to the biggest and the baddest voodoo man. Like, oh, if you think shit's that, come watch my man. And my man talks English too. Yeah, I'm saying, because he went to London, lived in London for a while, and I was come back Africa, and now he's like, when I say half the village was there queuing up in a waiting area outside, I've got the video. Alright, probably not half the video, but enough people there to say, yo, this is the everyday occurrence. Man's busy, you know. Everyday people are at his place. And it's kitted out the whole place. The place coming like Safari Park. You go in that place there, the crocodiles in there. You go in that place there, Shango's in there. You go in that place there, Agoons in there. You go in that place there, Papa Legba's in there. You go in that. You gotta say, like, it's kitted up the grounds. Every corner. Every something. Even the path that you're walking in is marked up. It's full of. Listen, the place is geared up, blood. The place is geared up. And you can see that there's been years and years and years and years and years and years. Don't fuck yourself. So anyway, we get there. We do the video. He finishes with his customer and it's our turn because these man them all know each other and so whatever. So he's gone to the gods. This is cutting a long story short. So I've had to get changed into like a rap thing, which is not a problem. You know what I mean? But you know, whatever, because we're gonna go into what they're gonna me stepping in. That's what the women wear. So they've put me in one of the women outfits, basically. It's not part of the ritual. It's more part of custom, more than ritual. So anyway, he asks the spirit, whatever, if I've got permission to film, basically, because that's what I'm going there. I want him to walk me around this whole place and show me where I go on, because I told you I've got an inquisitive mind. I know there's spell work going on, but I don't know in the 3D with my eyes how this shit works. I have to go see it for myself. So I did. Long story short. So anyway, when all this shit's happening, and this shit's happening tonight with my daughter, I already know what's going on, because I've been telling my daughter for the last couple of weeks, you need to move out of my yard. Because me and you can't live. We're not the same. We're not the same, and in 3 weeks, you're not a child anymore. You're an adult. Do you understand me? And there's certain things around my OCD that I just can't tolerate, and I can't tolerate nastiness. I don't mean to be, well, fuck it. It is what it is. I can't tolerate I can't tolerate mess. I just can't. It's not my thing, and I don't think it should be that anyway. You know what I mean? Just simple things, but it's been getting under my skin, and I can feel it's always grinding my mental health. But because she's my child, she's a child. I got no choice. But now she's a young lady. I do have a choice. You know what I'm saying? So her father thought that he's gonna fuck me, breed me with a pitney. She's my heartbeat. Don't get it twisted. She's my heartbeat and she's my handbag and she knows it. And I've spoiled her whole fucking life. So now she just wants to sit down, Don't put no effort into college. You know, and don't get me wrong, when I say what I say, I'm not saying what I'm saying like to say she's a piece of shit, because she's not a piece of shit. She's a beautiful young lady. There's some piece of shit energy going on. There's spiritual warfare, and this is how the warfare has got my pitney. Okay? Because when my pitney is in her divine energy, don't fuck with her. She's a qualified eyelash technician already. Do you know what I mean? She's a qualified lip, whatever eyebrow thing. She's doing her lip thing at the moment. She's just getting ready to finish college to do doing her childcare. She just finished her job. She got let off at her job at the range, but she's looking. You know what I mean? But what I'm saying is that there's two sides. It's not black and white. There's two sides. There's a positive side and a negative side. There's more sides than that, but we won't even get into it. But every situation, you can see it from two different sides, and whether that person or that person, there's two sides to an argument. There's two sides to a perspective, let's say. So I'm trying to give you the two sides of the perspective of what I'm dealing with. So because I can see my daughter, I can talk to my daughter, but the energy around my daughter is putting her in an energy of procrastination. It's putting her in an energy of laziness, but it's spell work. Do you get what I'm trying to say? So I can't be mad at her because I get the energy behind it. But at the same time, my responsibility is to me. And that's what I've come to know as a mother of 5 who is devoted to my children. It's now I'm in the understanding that it's me first. And I don't feel no way to say that, me first. Because if you're on the plane, they tell you first. Because if you can't breathe, it don't make no blood clot sense the picnic can breathe. What the fuck the picnic gonna do without you? And the plane just crashed. The bomber cloud. Phone home. Let me tell you something, yeah. It's a different thinking now. And the fact that my second son, I'm telling him, don't bring the demon gal in my blood clot yard. Spirit was very specific with him. So specific, I even wrote it down on paper and left it in the house so that when the fucker come in here when I was gone, he would see the piece of paper and know chicken. Winner, chicken dinner. Don't bring the fucking girl in my yard. What did he do? Bring the girl in my blood clot. That time I spent the whole day, I was flying to Africa. This is 2024. The next day, I didn't go into bed until 6 o'clock. I had to be up at 7 o'clock. I had an hour's sleep because the whole time I spent the whole day from day one into the next day, into the morning, cleaning. Spirit had me in here cleaning top to blood clot bottom because they knew when I got back from Africa some things was going to go down and this place needed to be a particular way in order for me to do what they wanted me to do. And do you know the boy coming here with the gal? I messed up my house. See these triggering psychosis? I've told you specifically, don't bring the gal in my yard. He's got no reason to bring her in my house. He's brought her in my house, and not only that, he's fucked her in my house. How disrespectful. They live in the house. They live at the girl's house and the girl and the cousin have a house together. You don't have no reason to be in my yard, you little fucker. So alright then, safe. Okay, psychosis. I gotta alchemize, sort out my energy. It had that's what led these are the first bits of the leading into the mental health, because I've come back to my house and it's like that, and I'm being put through an ascension ritual and having to 3 o'clock in the morning. Me and this fucking boy are trying to clean my blood clot yard and put it back together again. My nan is screaming at me, telling me to box him in his blood clot. And I'm like, Nanny, I'm not going to box my son. I'll take the box. I'll take the blood clot box. She's saying to me, there's no reason why you should take the blocks when you're already blood clot wounded and you writ the letter. It's got no reason. It's a big disrespect. And it was. But I took the box. And my hand just went across my face and nearly boxed out my blood clot teeth. But I didn't cry. And my son's sitting on the counter watching. And I said, you see how Mommy took the box for that? You're gonna know, you're gonna live for that, You're gonna feel that. That's gonna come back round. It's gonna come back round. It's gonna hit you. Whether today, tomorrow, or whatever. But I've seen it. It is what it is. You know what I'm saying? And then what do you think happened the following year, 2025? I'm going to Africa again. I told him, don't bring the blood clot girl in my house. What did he do? Bring the blood clot girl. Listen, something's right in you. Something's right in you. So what we're going to do He said, Mum, I think I need to find somewhere to live. I said, I think that's a really good idea, son. Jump on that quick time. Then my second son, my first son, when I went to Bali, I don't know what the fuck, man. I'm telling him something on the phone. And my dad incarnated in his body. And since then, in 2024, it's just Cecil. Like, I can't have a conversation with my son. Now I can, because I was just with him yesterday, but without my dad's energy coming through it and me wanting to just look at my son and just want to get him in his throat. So I'm talking to my son and there's all of this going on and I just want to get this by its throat, but this is inside of my son. In order to grab this, I have to grab my son's throat to grab it. Psychosis. I said, son, let me tell you something. When I get back from Bali, don't be in my yard. My firstborn, you know. My firstborn, remember? And don't get me wrong, he's not no little boy. He's 26 years of age. He's a big fucking man. But this is what I'm trying to tell you. The kids have it cush. Why would they leave home? But no, my kids are being used. So anyway, let me get to the point. I put this YouTube thing on tonight and I was sitting there and chilling. Because I was upset with my daughter because I was explaining to her about her room. You're going to be 18 in 3 weeks' time. You need to get yourself sorted out. Because you see, when I move into my yard, I'm not carrying this shit. I'm telling you now. The laziness, the procrastination, the dottiness, the nastiness, whatever the fuck you're going on with, that can't come with me. And I told you already, when my Ed texts me, you will come to this house and push your blood clot key in the door and there won't be nobody or nothing in here. I don't play. Whatever it is, it needs to get sorted, I says to her. Get it fucking sorted. Because I'm telling you now, you're not a child anymore. You're 18. I don't have to put up with it. At 18 years of age, my mum said, that's it, blood. Free paper done. And I left home at 16. What are you talking about? So as far as I'm concerned, I left home at 16 and I bought my first yard. I was 17 years of age with my baby father that was 18, the same boy I'm talking about. I didn't play around, rude girl. I'm not that chick. I knew what the divine was planning, so I was on my shit quick time. So all of this that I'm looking at my children just sitting down chilling because I've made it so cush for them. I'm like, blood clot, I finally woke up. It's me doing them a disservice, you know. It's not they're not the problem. Absolutely not. My children are beautiful and golden. They are not the problem. I am the problem because I am the fucking enabler. But I realise that, so I cannot enable her anymore. You're going to be 18. You either know how to deal with yourself and keep your shit together, and I'll be watching you over the next 3 weeks, or you find somewhere else. She's like, it's not fair because, you know, I don't talk to my dad. I don't talk to my family. I don't have nobody but you. But if you know that, then you need to try fucking better then. If that's what you really believe, you need to do fucking better because it's not me that need you. It's you that need me. And I'm saying to you, I need you to keep my yard clean. So if you want to be here, these are the terms and blood clot conditions. And if you don't want to abide by them, those are the fucking terms and conditions. And I just simply put it that. But the only reason why I'm dealing with them is because we're in spiritual warfare. Because I already know. Well, go on. And I already know how the story ends. So I'm not really mad. Yeah, don't get me wrong, she can be a messy bitch. But if I say to her, tidy up her room, tidy up her room. She'll do it in her own time, but it will be tidy. Like today, I went in her room, my room's tidy. Do you know what I mean? But there's that demon will deliberately have her in that room with a black bag full of fucking... Do you understand where I'm coming from? To piss me off. To piss me off. That's all it is. It's to piss me off. They want to have me in this low vibration or piss off energy, but I don't get pissed off. I'd rather make my head tap me than get pissed off. And when my head tap me, I just bounce, blood. You don't see me again. Hello, I told my daughter, you'll come here, and there'll be nobody here. Try now. Don't irritate me, because my light side is very light, you know, and I'm very nice and I'm very kind. But you see my shadow side, she's just as blood clot equal. Okay, there's no favoritism between my light side and my dark side. And if you play with me, you get that one. And if you deal with and you do what you need to do, you'll get that one. But don't think I'm afraid to let out any one of them at any blood clot time. Two of them will come out at you at the same fucking time in the same sentence. Don't get it fucking twisted. So I'm saying to her, you got 3 weeks to show me what I want. Because I'm telling you, you're not coming into my noonie, because as far as I'm concerned, you and your dusty energy, and I know it's not you, I'm saying to her, I am aware of that. It's not you. I'm not talking to you, but you understand that mommy sees energy. And that energy that you're walking with, and it's not her fault because it was mommy that lied down with a warlock. Yeah. So I understand that 100%. But at the same time, this is the 3D reality and this is what's going down. And at the end of the day, my peace is paramount right now. My peace is paramount. And they know it. That's why I'm having to. Oh, the 8th was me. Not yesterday. I had to cuss out the neighbour next door. Ching, ching, ching. Every minute they're banging. Because they want to keep me in my nervous system. But I know the game now. So when I'm telling the girls, I'm not, she can't come down here and say it to my face. I said, bitch, where do you want me? At the front or the fucking blood clot back? Oh, I'm not scared of you. I said, bitch, front or back? Oh, stop it, Asha. You know my dad's sick. I said, dad's sick. I said, sick your blood clot. You're running up your mouth and you know your dad's sick. How about you shut your fucking mouth then? How about you shut your fucking mouth? Because I'm in my house having a conversation with my daughter and you want to be running up your mouth from outside. Who are you? Don't get it twisted. Just because you ain't heard my voice in 22 blood clot years because I've been sitting down watching the blood clot play. Don't think I ain't got no mouth. I'll come down and stamp your blood clot down. Behave yourself. Ching, 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 ching at 7 o'clock in the evening. And you're just taking a hammer, banging it against a fucking ladder. Are you taking the fucking piss? Don't play with me. I'm not to be played with because I'm not the 1, I'm not the 2, and I'm not the fucking 3. Her dad's gone, oh, she don't go on, love, don't listen to her. She's off her head. They'll probably be coming to carry her away in a bit. I said, carry her away. Who blood clot? Who didn't have to carry you away the other day? Didn't you just spend 5 weeks in fucking hospital, walking up and down in the garden? I'm surprised you can fucking breathe, mate. He went into hospital to have his teeth out and went into a coma for 5 weeks because I told my ancestors I need some peace and blood clot quiet. Peace and blood clot quiet. So you carry on banging out there. Carry on with your bad self. Get me upset. Carry on with your bad self. I've said what I've said. And I don't talk my tongue often because I know my tongue is a very dangerous thing. But if I have to talk my talk, I'm not scared to talk my fucking talk. Absolutely blood clot not. So, all of this energy, all of this vibe, all of this whatever, yeah? Because it's money blocking. That's what this energy is, money blocking. You see, once I get rid of my girl, everything works out for me. And then the kids can come back. Do you get what I'm trying to say? But why the demon energy is that it can't work? No, you need to go and live on the rough for a little bit, man. Go and live on the rough for a little bit so you know about life. You know what I mean? Because like I said, I was already 2 years in. I already had Pitney at that age. And house. So for me, this is weird. Obviously, I'm not telling my daughter to go out there and fucking breed or nothing like that. But obviously, like, I've done so much for this girl. Ballet, tap, lessons, you fucking name it. Tutors, businesses. You know, like, all them things, like, I make it possible. I'm a head teacher. I have access to a lot of stuff. So obviously, my children have had access to all of that. So they've never been without, but that's what the problem is when you have children and they don't know what survival means. They don't have that drive and that. Do you know what I'm saying? And it's not, like I said, it's not my children's fault. It's my fault. I take 125% responsibility, more than the normal 110 that I usually take, because I get it. I've done it. You know what I mean? But I can't continue to do it, is what I'm saying. I love my daughter. I love all my children. Even my 2 youngest ones being at their dads. My little ones, all my children were breastfed. Only breastfed. None of them have had a bottle. And they all like to feel titty. So my last one, and usually a child feels titty and then the next one comes along and pushes that one out the way. Then that one's all about, do you get what I'm trying to say? So my last one, there wasn't another child in it. So when she's 7, 8, she's still, do you know what I'm saying? So her being taken at that age when she's still kind of, you know what I'm saying? Not a baby, but, and it's not about the titty thing, don't get me wrong, because when she's doing it, I'm telling her, stop it. Her brothers are telling her, stop it. Everybody's telling her, stop it. It's like a reflex habit. Do you know what I'm saying? It's like it's a breastfed child. If you're a breastfed mom, you know what I mean. Them fucking kids will try to take your tits out in Tesco. Do you know what I mean? It's just a kid thing. It's not sexual. It's not, you know what I mean? There's no molestation going on. They're not trying to molest me. It's a comfort thing. They know it as food. Okay, it's what they know as food. It's like a burger, you know. So anyway, the point being is they were young, but at the same time it was spiritual. It was necessary because there was just too much going on, too much coming back with them. They were being used. It was better that they stay with him so that he didn't have to use them on me, if that makes sense. And then the same with my older children. But I've still got this last one that is in it. Do you know what I mean? And every day having to deal with that, the knowledge of that, the reality of that, the energy of that. Do you know what I'm saying? It's been humbling. It's been humbling to say the least, because it's a lot of, you have to have some real dynamic skills to be able to alchemize energy that is coming from neighbors, it's coming from inside the house, it's coming from outside the house, it's coming from satellites. Do you know what I mean? Like, there's just a lot of it coming from multiple different dimensions and realities, and you gotta sometimes act like you don't know what's going on and you can't see what's going on, and you just gotta carry on like say you never seen nothing, carry on like you can't see nothing. Spirit's always been a depanner from when I was little. See, I'm blind and talk and bomber clot dead. You get what I'm trying to say? So I see and go on like I don't see. You know what I'm saying? Because my mum's always like, you chat too much. No, I don't chat too much. I chat what spirit tells me to chat. But I've already clocked it on 10 other levels that I haven't chatted about. I'm just telling you about one out of the 10. So I'm not chat. You think I'm chat, but I'm not chat. I'm not chat. Because even the person that I'm right now chatting, you never knew I was this. You never knew I was so gifted. You never knew I was so spiritually talented. Certain things you knew. Because obviously I come from that kind of family that talk about them things. So my mum's a dreamer. She will have dreams. So when I was little, she was like, I don't know about you. Like, she said, when I astral project, she astral projects good places. She go Jamaica. She know about Jamaica before she even landed in Jamaica. But my mum's always thought she was Jamaican. So you can believe her when she says that, because she she's always thought she was Jamaican. I mean, her mum and dad are Jamaican, don't get me wrong. But she was born in England, mate. Do you know what I mean? She was one of the first children of the diaspora, born in England, where her brother got left in Jamaica, but she was born here. You know what I mean? But she always felt like she should have been born in Jamaica, because she's always felt Jamaican in her heart, and she always acts like Jamaican. So it's not weird for her to say she feels. Anyway, the point is, my mum's a dreamer. So my mum, when I was younger, my mum used to say, you must be evil because I don't know about all the stuff that you're going through. I just know about what I'm going through, which, you know, is fuckery, but I learned to survive with that. Okay, so what's happening for me is different. At least I knew that now. You get, if nothing else, I knew that something was different, because I'm listening to Auntie P and she's telling me that her gifts are this. I'm listening to Auntie B and she's telling me her gifts are this. Auntie Leslie ain't saying much. But lo and behold, I come to find out my girl's got the tarot cards. So she's in her whatever she's in her. But my mother's not in her nothing. Interesting, isn't it? Anyway, when I say inner anything, that's something else. But so my mum's a dreamer. So the family have always, as kids, we always grew up knowing about spiritual awareness. We always knew that there was other things. You know what I'm saying? As kids, we all clustered together as cousins. So some of us would see ghosts together. You know what I mean? And stuff like that. So some were sensitive, some weren't sensitive. Not everybody saw ghosts. But what I'm saying is that it wasn't uncommon for me to say, oh, I just saw a ghost. Oh, there was just a man standing there. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, that wasn't uncommon, is the point. Anyway, I've said all of that because obviously I'm going to play this video. And when I was listening to this a minute ago, well, obviously not a minute ago, I'm going to say 1:19 ago, I was blown away. Blown away. So let's let the rhythm run, yeah.
The leader of a cult could be having troubles coming in. They feel like a dumbass.
That's to be fair. Okay, so somebody's mask is slipping. That's what I'm getting. That's overall energy. Okay, so their plans are backfiring. That's overall energy. 14 days. So something about 14 days. So somebody could have been doing some sort of spell. Could be a Leo. They were doing it. They was trying to do something for the next 14 days, or they been doing it for 14 days, or this is the 7th day.
So maternal person I'm married to.
They were
Leos.
Okay, so my spirit is saying they were moving on to their next phase of the spell, but they needed some sort of material, something tangible, something that links to source, which would be you. You're the source. All right, so this person knows that they're about to get bad karma for some sort of injustice, and this is good news. All right, or somebody had 14 days to do something, but they about to get some sort of bad karma. You got injustices. It was an injustice. Somebody could have a Libra rising. Somebody could be a Leo sun. They went at something in a new direction, but they know you are aware of something. And they telling somebody, they trying to tell the cultists to be patient, like they can do it. Okay, something like that. Take it as it resonates, but you know, okay. It's justice. So people are still on their bullshit. Yeah, I heard message of concern to a wealthy male. A wealthy male is concerned now that something ain't gonna go the way they wanted it to go. They thought they had something, but they feel like they don't now. Because something is an injustice. They're worried they're gonna get bad karma. They're worried about a court date coming up. Somebody's worried about something like that. It seems like, I don't know if God is doing this on purpose, but it seems like every single time they feel like they almost have something when it comes to you guys, like it's always like so close. That's how they feel, but for real, it's like really far away. So it's like some sort of illusion. Like the objects in the mirror may appear further than it is. Something like that. It's something about, but in their rear view is like. That's what I'm hearing. Rear view mirror. I don't know. Something about the rear view mirror. Maybe you seen somebody in your rear view mirror, but they was closer than they was, or it's something about the also looking back. So somebody thought that they would be close enough, like, so you would be focused on something from the past. Someone from the past, a specific person from the past, and they would get some sort of great fortune or something like this. What is this? Something was an injustice. They were trying to get money the wrong way or something. So they get bad karma. So that's fair. Something about a house. It could be a whole group, a whole family, a community house, a whole group of people. That was trying to get some money by tomorrow from a wealthy male. But they lied. That they was going to be able to take something from somebody. Using love, using a courtship or something like that with somebody's family. Everybody knows what's going on. And everybody's under adjudication. Yeah. Okay? Somebody was on a journey to bad health. They know that. So somebody was planning on coming to somebody's house or journey to somebody's house or whatever. This is bad karma. Somebody came to your house, they getting bad karma. Whatever this is, baby, it's bad karma. Alright? Somebody's getting some sort of bad karma. Because of a house. Wow. Journey is over for this main male and a main. The journey is over. Journey over for a main male and a mature male. Alright, because you're still being held in high honor and going to be seen as innocent in the near future when it comes to, and they're getting the message here. Their message here at Cancer, something about maybe the July 17th or the 19th or the 10th could be significant because they've been working really, really hard. Alright, because they were expecting the main female to get a message of concern of poverty. and for you to be in despair or something like that about bad health when it comes to your money or something, but it ain't happening. Yeah, somebody lied to them or something like that. They're not getting anything. Okay, so I don't know. These people, they done made a life of something here, and somebody not getting what they thought, and that's what they do now. Okay, and yeah, trust your instincts. You know when something is wrong. Like somebody feel like something ain't right. Okay, because they thought they had it all figured out. So, all right. Yeah, now somebody is now questioning authority because something wrong now. Okay, because yeah, now somebody like, what are the rules and do they got to be followed?
Yes.
So something happening right now. Somebody like, yeah, that's not how that was supposed to happen. That's not what was supposed to happen.
There's always rules in the spiritual world and the 3D world.
Like they had it all scripted, all thought out or something collective, and they like, wait a minute, you were supposed to say such and such. You wasn't supposed to say that, or that wasn't supposed to happen. Like, so somebody now is questioning authority now. Something ain't right. Okay. Spirit, what is the message? Okay. Select. So mask and earth. Alright. Artists. They work together, the other side, working with a family from the other side of your family. So say he was working, so say somebody got family in another part of the world, they started working with the other side of the family, telling them that they was all gonna get this money by tomorrow. This old lady was telling lies though, okay? Because a new environment brought you new opportunities. So whoever this is, it could have been a mother figure or older woman or something like that, that was like, oh yeah, they're up Shit's Creek without a paddle at this point. Yes, they were planning on stabbing somebody in the back or something like that, but using somebody else. It's like, say somebody inbox you. It's like, it's a lady for real behind this mask or something like that. They trying to act like somebody else. Like, this person is strange. Somebody weird. But the energy is still coming to you here. Mm-hmm. Trickster. You weren't fooled here by something. Okay? So somebody could be afraid now. This joint's sticking out. So somebody is afraid because you know that their other side of the family, your mom's side, dad's side, aunt's side, uncle's side. So this like, even if you don't know all the people in somebody's family, all the people in your child's mother family, all the people in your child's father family, they got other people on the other side trying to help them. They afraid though, because you know that. Okay? Something like that. That's what I'm getting with that. That's funny. Be afraid, be very afraid.
Be afraid.
The other side. Why are they afraid?
My grandparents, yeah.
There's unfinished business to be handled.
I don't know.
With this family.
I do know
somebody
who they are
was trying
now.
To strive to live up to somebody else's expectations.
Anyway,
okay.
Let me allow it.
Trying to strive to live to somebody's expectations with harvest when it comes to money or something like that. Working together will bring great rewards. If everybody wore a mask, if everybody lied, told the same lie, be wary of misdirection. The signs are there for you to be seen. So somebody is on the other side, they don't know. So say somebody just told somebody partial truths of a story, what something really was about. They really didn't say everything. So that's where that person is coming up as a liar or a false person, right? Somebody is being wary now because they feel like somebody has misleaded them. Okay? Somebody that was striving to live up to somebody else's family or somebody's expectations told somebody that, you know, if we work together, we can get this money by tomorrow type of energy. But somebody is starting to see like that somebody lied. Okay? They lied to them.
Oh, well.
Because a new environment brought you new opportunities. Even this is even the other side of the thing. Say the new environment was the family over in Hoboken ass energy, or the family on the side of such and such over there, you know, over yonder energy where nobody would know. Like, these people so desperate for some sort of payout, some sort of money, some sort of sacrifice, something like that they went, you know, to the bayou ass energy, like the family over there in the bayou over in Louisiana ass energy. The police don't know the people over there in Louisiana. So If we don't have our hands tied into it, we'll go tell them, here's the harvest. We're gonna tell them how we're gonna get this money by tomorrow. Tell them who we getting this money from, what we doing, and we know that they gonna be all in for it, because the cops don't know nothing about them. Something like that is what I'm getting here. But now the whole goddamn family under judgment. They done brought the other side into their karma. See, because they didn't know what the situation is, and on the card it said that love was in the reverse. Differences had created the distance and the connection, but somebody had jumped in. Whoever these people are, y'all, they didn't have no idea how many differences y'all had with somebody. They just told them what they wanted to hear, just so that they can say, "Oh yeah, I'll work with you." Energy. That's what I'm getting with that. Okay. Now somebody afraid because something ain't right. They know something off. Because what they told them about you and how, say somebody came towards you, is like, them? Yeah. And it's like, again, something about, I just seen, we seen in the thing, somebody going, you're being seen as innocent or something like that. And now it's a talk amongst them now in the house. They like, what they got going on over there in Kansas? What they got? And they say somebody in Texas and somebody else living in Kansas. Hey, what the fuck? Uncle so-and-so got going on over there for real? Like, yeah, they brought me such and such and told me they was going to get this money by tomorrow. And then I met so-and-so and I'm like, what the fuck? Like, they, I don't know who this person is. They seem like, they know stuff. They got their good judge of character. And they like, what's going on over there up in Kansas with Uncle Tyrone and shit? Like, yeah, he had, like so and so. I don't know why he doing this. That girl innocent, or that boy innocent, or something like that. It's like conversations going on, and they like, what's going on? I don't know. So it's a halt. Something that's came to a screeching halt. Spirit is saying, okay, because it's too much. It's talks now, because they're now questioning their own folks, like. And what's going on now? Like, what's really going on, folks? Like, tell me the truth. That's what somebody gonna ask somebody. Like, what's really going on, folks? Tell me. Somebody might talk like that. Folk? Okay. Tell me the truth. Somebody from the South. Somebody from the country, honey. Alabama, Virginia, somewhere down in the South. Somebody from there. Okay? I hear it all in their voice, honey. Okay? And they want to know what's going on. So look out for that. Shit, crazy connector. So we're gonna find out what this is about. Somebody wanna know what's really going on. What Uncle Junebug ass energy. Alright. They ain't telling somebody everything, They just like, can you help me with this such and such? And they like, yeah, family, I got you. I ain't heard from you in a while. You cool? And maybe somebody ain't heard from somebody in a while, and it's like, they must be serious, like for them to be coming to them like that or something like that. But now they're confused. Like, they asking somebody like from over there, like say they from around here, they from up north and shit. And they asked somebody from the South to help them cleanse their energy and stuff, and they like, damn, like, what you do? Like, you gotta, like, what did you do? Like, we don't understand, because they had to go back to their roots to get something, like, so if they did some old, like, say they did some ancient work on you or something, it backfired on them, and they looking for somebody that's from the South or from somebody like they folks to do some old cleansing techniques, or they're asking about, because this is crazy. So somebody asking somebody either from your lineage or whatever this is, about the old way of something, because they don't understand how you this protected, how you cleansing your energy, because they are using things that's up to date. They feel like you got something going on that's ancient, and they trying to get more information about you and your techniques or something like that. So say you was passed down something from your great grandfather or your great grandmama, they gonna go ask their sister, they somebody auntie that's still alive, you know, from such and such year and this and that. Like somebody is real, like, cause they scared. Okay, unfinished business with a family that was trying to live up to somebody else's expectations. Where's my fucking money energy? That energy. I don't know, man. Somebody might owe somebody some money. I don't know what's this, but baby, somebody's scared. Be afraid. Be very afraid. Why they afraid? Because you on to them. That's why. They always scared. Be afraid. Be very afraid. Because none of their work is working anymore. It's something that's came to some sort of attention that somebody is obsessed with you. You see how these cards popping out? That's what they don't want people to know, how obsessed they have been when they came to you. How many times they did something, okay? Paranoid. When I tell you somebody paranoid, don't spend too much time contemplating, because an illusion is about to wear off behind the scenes, about this money by tomorrow. Everybody, a lot of conflict and confusion is going on because people starting to see through the fog of somebody's sick fantasies. People's vision is getting clearer because that's what's making somebody paranoid, because it ain't no money, baby. They was never going to get no damn money. Somebody is like, the missing piece is you single. Somebody is under judgment. All these cards done flipped around, child. All this. All right, I don't know what story they was spinning to somebody, but they looking like something ain't right. The midways and betweens of opposites and extremes. Somebody is going to the extreme, collective, due to your strength. They feel like they got to go to the extremes. What's the extreme? Because remember, the rules of a contract said, you know, and they still, obviously, his unfinished business, that contract's still standing, and they scared for their life or something like that, baby. What is this? The midways, the lines of betweens, opposites, and extremes. Addiction. Someone that's facing addictions to what? Somebody that's facing addictions is fed up with this emperor. Why? Because an altercation could be breaking out behind the scenes. Somebody fed up with an emperor trying to bind you, trying to weigh you down. Somebody is fed up with a masculine energy trying to weigh you down. That's what somebody's addicted to. What the fuck? Alright, they're going to extremes because somebody's addicted to weighing you down, making you struggle. Yeah, because they know your life is a projection of the energy you put out. That's why they keep partnering up with other people to bring endings by saying that, that's what's called, your life is a projection of the energy you're putting out. So this person is partnering up with people to cause you some sort of endings, but they're seeing that they're catfishing these people about you. Because once they partner up with you or talk to you, they like, who? I thought you said, you know, Lucy Lou was a whore. You know, what happened to that? Like something like that. Somebody is like,
Lucy Lou, you know.
You know, the grass is only greener because it was, I'm trying to tell you, hiring somebody, magician. The magician they hired is getting the fuck out of there. Okay? And somebody is scared now because they getting the people, like I just said in the beginning, people talking about them now. Like, yo, what's going on with, you know, Uncle Junebug is, and like, why he acting all like, because he can't stop something because of a contract, or it's like, he got to make you look like you are a bad person, you're a bad mother, a bad woman, you're not who you said you are, you're fake, you're this. And that just goes back to the cards that say a rich male lied. They was lying. They was a false person. They just was trying to steal something from you. Okay? So we got this, your life is a projection of the energy you put out. So this person, look, that's why they been doing all this black magic. Because they trying to stop you, get you kicked out of a house, get you messed up, get you broke, busted, and disgusted. Whatever this is. Somebody doing a lot of black magic. And that's what somebody is afraid of. Look, now that somebody knows that, something about May 10th, today, it's a tower moment. Somebody gonna have a tower by the 16th. Because their manifestation is within reach. Everything about to backfire on this Taurus. Okay? And they seeing the signs. People are seeing the signs about them side hustling with a Gemini. to get you kicked out of a house.
That was his mission, the fucker.
Okay? Somebody is paranoid. Because even the hot...
That was his mission. Fuck nigga for. He was like, move in, move in. In fact, he was like, let me sign the house over to you. I'll put the house in your name. I was like, no, you can't put the house in my name differently because I'm looking to buy a house soon. If you get what I'm trying to say, I can't have I already own a property. Then to take on your property, I was like, nah, that sounds long. Do you get what I'm trying to say? That I'm not in a position to do that. Do you know what I mean? So obviously he had to sort out a next plan. So then he was like, he called the mortgage people and managed to sort out some type of payment plan with them. But there had been some passa where they hear about the payments prior from when he was in prison. So I'm saying these missions, it's just a mission. Okay, so this is the mission, this person is the mission. So his mission is to get me to put my name, sign a contract. Remember, it's about contracts. Anyway, that never happened. So then he was like, it don't make sense us paying for 2 houses. My tenancy is up, moving to his house. Bearing in mind, I'm renting a house in a nice area. Like it's a nice area. And it's a 4-bed. And Spirit's telling me, do it. And I'm like, Spirit, are you crazy? Why would I be moving out of I'm living in 4 Oaks. I'm around the corner from the 4 Oaks estate. That's where like the footballers live. Do you know what I mean? Like, it's a nice area. And the kids' school's around the corner. Do you know, like, everything's patterned. I'm good. The doctors, everything hasn't changed. I've moved out of the marital home with my 5 children, but we're still in the area, or a better part of the area, I should say. What he, in his words, the most prestige area. In the documents, it's written in black and white. But anyway, Spirit told me, yeah, move into his yard. I was like, my kids are funny, you know. My kids are funny. They like their space. They like things to go how they go. You know what I mean? I can't just pick them up and put them anywhere. You know what I'm saying? Like, their needs come first. So what's going on? Why are you telling me to move in with this guy? And we know this guy's a player. With this guy's got 9 baby fathers, 9 baby mothers, blood. This ain't the one. The 2 or the 3. But Spirit's telling me do I accept the challenge? So I'm packing up my yard like I'm moving into this man's yard. So anyway, me and him are at mine and we're walking down the road to the shop. And he said something about the yard, like, I'm feeling funny about the yard thing. In fact, you know what? No, that's a lie. We was at his yard. Beg your pardon. But I'm jumping a little bit. Anyway, Spirit had told me to move in with this guy. I would never do something like this normally. You know, why would you? But anyway, this is what Spirit was telling me to do. So I'm obedient. So I'm going to move in with this guy. So my daughter's going to need a room. We're going to need a room. And I've got 2 other kids. Well, I've got 4 other kids. How's this going to work? But anyway, the other 2 ones are sorted out. It's just the little ones. But the little ones can do a bunk bed. It's only short term. We're doing some bits together. We're putting papers together. We're putting promissory notes together. And we're on our way to the bank to cash out. Yeah? We're on our way to the bank to cash out. So it's a short term thing while we're just doing this thing. So I'm like, alright then. Come on then, Spirit. So I start packing up the yard and everything. Anyway, I'm at his yard one day. And he said, I'm feeling nervous about this house thing. And I said, so am I. I don't know. And I just started yapping. I was like, I don't know how this is going to work because my daughter, she ain't going to want that little room. She's going to want the big room. She wants the room with the ensuite. That means me and you will be in this room. And then that little room I got to squeeze the kids in. How's this going to work? Plus you work nights. And then you come back and you don't even like me getting up and flushing the toilet. So how's it going to work with 3 kids in the house? In the daytime when they're awake, you want to sleep. You have to get a different job, man. Something's going. I was just like, I can't see how this is supposed to work. So because of that was my reaction, he's like calmed down on his reaction because he was planning to plant a seed of doubt in me. To, that pick me bitch energy, so that I would run up under him and be like, nah, you're doubting it still. Nah, I think it'll work, baby. Do this and I do that. Who the fuck's that bitch? That's what he's used to though. But who's that bitch? That's not me, blood. Not with pussy holes like you anyway. I'm man. So I'm gonna I get into my masculine energy when men are in their feminine energy, and it's just how it is. It's not, I'm not trying to be rude, but but anyway, how's this gonna work? I said, you know what? I've set up a plan B, I said, I've set up a plan B. He said, yeah. I said, yeah. I said, I own a yard. Do you get what I'm saying? I'm notifying my tenants that they need to come out, because if this don't work, I know that I got somewhere to bounce into, blood. You know what I'm saying? Because I don't know what the fuck's going on, but I don't know about you, but I know I'm not getting caught slipping. You should have seen the look on his face. It was priceless. You dickhead. What the fuck do you think this is? I told you already, I never come here to play. I come here to slay. I'm 10 steps ahead of you. So what do you think happened? My man went and fucked a girl. But I told him the same week that he was going to go and do that. The week before, when we was at the house painting, getting ready for the kids to move in. This is how serious it was getting, before he said what he said. So anyway, when we were painting the master bedroom, the one with the ensuite, Spirit says to me, tell him this. Listen, Bab, Spirit told me that you love to fuck, y'all. You love fuck. You get what I'm saying? So they said, yeah, I do. Do you know what I'm saying? So Spirit. So Spirit says, so you get the point, though, innit? So let me just not even say what Spirit, what Spirit's telling me to tell him. So I said, listen, there's going to be a time, when you think something nice is going to pass you by. You get what I'm trying to say? And you're going to end up making a decision that could cost you. You know what I'm saying? So even though I know that you love sex, and even though I get it, do you understand me? You need to know, say, if that was the case, and you love sex so much and you went and done what you felt you needed to do, I don't want you feeling no way when you see me drive past waving. I don't want no blood clot talk. I don't want no, I didn't know. I don't want to hear nothing, blood. You get what I'm saying? When I'm waving, you're good with that? He said, yeah, what you talking about, man? That won't be the case. What you talking about, man? Man. Yeah, blah, 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 blah. I said, okay. Got that off my fucking chest. Fucking hell, man, Spirit. Lo and behold, what did the fucker do? So said, so done. But I knew it already. And the thing is, not only did I know it, they sent it in with a video of what's going to happen because of it. 2 videos, actually. So by the time he called me, I just said to him straight on the phone, did you fuck her? He said, I don't have to answer that. I said, listen. He said, yeah, big man. Did you fuck her? I don't have to answer that. I said, listen, don't you get it? By not answering is answering. So guess what? Jump off my line. And when you're ready enough ready to talk like a big man, call me back. And I just got the call. Because I'm not in a no play. I already know what's going on before it goes on. Do you know what I mean? Let's not play around. It's like this with me and him. I say gizmo. When I say gizmo, we just done it there. Because he knows when I say gizmo, it means that I've already had this conversation 2 or 3 times with him. He's going to say this, and I'm going to say that. Then he's going to say this, and I'm going to say that. Then he's going to say that, but I'm going to say this. And then you're going to say like, okay, say, cool, do it your way. And no, I'm not. I said, all right, let's carry on then. I said, well, stop now. you're gonna say this and I'm gonna say that. No, he said, no, he didn't say stop. He said, he didn't say no. I'm like, no, I'm not. He was like, oh, so what am I gonna say then? What am I gonna say then? So I said, you're gonna say this, then I'm gonna say that. Then you're gonna say this, then I'm gonna say that. Then you're gonna say this, but guess what? I'm saying this. And it was like, okay then. I said, you see, you get it now. He goes, yeah. So I said, well, does that mean that next time I can just say to you, Gizmo, that it's one of them situations? And he was like, yeah. And that was cool. The next time it happened, I was like, yo, Gizmo. And then I dropped it on him and it was like, oh, okay. So it just cut out a lot of time. It's very, very helpful. Cut out a lot of bullshit. Because you can get into a chicken and blood clot mutton conversation over something stupid. But if, you know what I'm saying, if someone's willing to just, hang on a minute, let's see, all right, test it, and it is what it is, then let's just run with it. So obviously, like, doing things like that, he's now like, okay, so what about this? And I'll give it him, and he's like, okay, that's true. All right, then. So then he's like, okay, then. So now that I've proved myself. I said, I never come here to prove myself. I was always who I am. It's you that needs to prove yourself. Who the fuck are you and who sent you? As far as I'm concerned, you're a pussy hole, because 3 weeks I've cost him out on the blood clot phone before I've even mingled with him. Because I can see my ancestors cussing out his ancestors because he ain't done the fucking work. So I don't even know why the divine's got me here. But the divine was like, listen, he's on the 7th dimension. You're on the 13th dimension. If you do this thing, you'll be on the 24th dimension. So I was like, all right, then that's fair enough. But he's nasty. So how am I going to be with him when he's all about the place? Because I knew this even before I met him. You know what I mean? And divine was like, nothing can't trouble you. Nothing can't trouble you. Anybody that you deal with, anybody that touches you, no harm can come to you. I said, are you sure? The Almighty said, absolutely. So I was like, all right, then I rang my bell. Ding, 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 ding. While I was on the phone to him, I said, I'm coming to your blood clot yard. Buy my ticket. And I'm coming there with no jars on because the Almighty said it's on. Why am I saying this? It's terrible. But it's the truth. My truth. But this is this fuck nigga. But anyway, it's not just him though, because it weaves in and out of the different missions that I've been on. But that's how serious these missions are. Life and death. Life and death. But imagine if I didn't know. Imagine if spirit weren't on it like that. I would have moved out my yard, and he was planning to deal with the girl anyway. Because when he did eventually phone me back, I probably should finish the story still. But when he did eventually phone me back, I mean, fucking hell, I'll put the fucking text up. But anyway, let me know. But when he did eventually phone me back, he's making me know that this is a girl that he knew from time, and that it's his. I don't know about first love, but some love. You see this horse dead long cocky fucking dumb story, but whatever. That time the story I know is completely different. What spirit's showing me, because she's actually a karmic. She's done this to him bare times. That's what he don't realize. It's a con artist thing. So the sister is a tarot reader, and the sister is doing the cards, and the sister is telling him it's the sister, not me. And I've got all of this written down, so this is verbatim, because I told him to put up, you know what, stop the conversation because I'm getting my book. Everything he said while we were together, I wrote down. He said, are you writing again? Are you writing? I said, yeah, I told you I'm writing a book on you. When this is all said and done, you are fuck nigga 5. I will be writing the book on you. Or I got a book on all of you motherfuckers. Yeah, because I knew what was going on. And I know this ain't just about the mental health. I'm going to show you how deep this shit goes. I'm going to show you. The Almighty says to me, I'm going to show you what God looks like here on earth. And how God actually fucking moves. Because when I tell you how this shit actually goes down. And how deep the plot goes. Listen to what I'm saying to you. I already know what's going down before it goes down. This girl is telling him. Not only that, I have 228 tattooed all over my body. There's certain numbers that I've tattooed on my body. My man knows what 228 is. This girl has told him it's not 228, it's 882. Listen, I don't know how she knows about 882, 228 anyway. I don't know if he's up there chatting to her for her to twist up his head. I don't know. But I already know that my man was sleeping with his Reiki master, one next demon girl that whipped him up already. So I can see the entities. I can see what's going on with this guy already. I know that, but the divine told me everything is fine. Everything is fine. So from that's fine. I don't need to watch what's going on. I can just see and know the play. I know where I need to step, and I know what you're about. Period. Period. She planted eggs in him. Like I said, there's loads of stuff going on. But anyway, let's move on. So, my man is now realizing what I'm saying. So he's now on the phone chatting to brethren and whatever. Yeah. My girl, man, my girl. She's a high priestess. Everyone you can talk to is chatting business. And I'm saying, why are you running up your mouth chatting shit on the phone? Like, that's even part of a conversation. Who has a conversation and says, I'm with a girl and she's a high priestess? Like, I've never seen that before. That just sounds like some, what's it called? Clout. Like some of that shit. What's that about? So I'm telling him off, like, don't do that. It's unnecessary. Well, he can't help his fucking self, can he? Because he's asked a couple questions and I've given couple answers, and me and him have had couple conversations. He thinks he's found a golden goose type of thing, you know what I mean? That's how my man's moving, but he's moving shady, man. So anyway, my man was planning to do me over anyway. So when he went with this girl, he's on about this is somebody that he loved from time. But at the time, he couldn't be with her, or she couldn't be with him, whatever. And now they met each other, and and blah, 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 blah. And he wants to go towards his happiness, and his happiness is in her. I said, boy, is that what you're saying to me? That she's your happiness, and you want to go towards your happiness? He's like, yeah. I said, then I wish you nothing but the blood clot best. Nothing but the blood clot best, because there's nothing but your happiness that I want for you. Do you get what I'm trying to say? So if that's what you think your happiness is, then that's what your happiness is. And I hope you go get your happiness. But let me just ask you this year. You've made a decision. So this is not me saying before you make that decision. You've made that decision. And now I'm going to ask you, are you man enough to stand up in that decision? And he said, yeah. I said, well, that's fine then too. As long as you know, say, your balls can handle the consequences of your decision, then that is fine for me, because that's what I tell my kids at school. You want to throw the chair through the window? Throw the chair through the window, boy. Just as long as you're man enough to deal with the consequences. Chair don't get thrown through the window, because a man has to think about it. Hang on a minute, I got it cush. JD vouchers, cinema tickets. Every Friday we get to do an educational activity. The last Friday of the month we get to do a fun activity. We get to have lunch at the cafe. Do I really want to... You understand where I'm coming from? When people know that there are consequences to actions, they think differently. It's when there is no accountability, people are reckless. And that's what the problem is. Accountability. Well, anyway, my man is done what he's done. He's with my girl. So he ain't come back to my yard. The last time I've seen him, I was at his yard. And it's been a week. And I'm in court. Man's supposed to be at the house helping with the court papers, because me and him have he's got into this strutting a long time ago about sovereignty. You know what I'm saying? Like, signing your name off and stepping into your own divine natural person, your own being, not a pretend human or a person. I won't get into it. So we've done certain papers, sent papers to the Vatican, sent papers like Pope Francis. We sent papers to 10 Downing Street. The president sent statement to the paperwork to the Secretary of State, Birmingham Court, police station, register office, everybody. And I did it once a week for 5 weeks on the same day. Do you get what I'm trying to say? So bits went on in that time. We got it patterned, or I got it patterned, should I say. So I had written up certain things in my court papers while I was going through divorce proceedings. And he was supposed to be there to kind of support me, because Spirit is downloading this information. It's coming thick and fast, but I'm not getting the chance to PhD, where I've actually in a book reading as to where this knowledge comes from. I just know the knowledge, so I'm putting it down. But if I have to go to court, I have to be able to argue the knowledge. So I need time. I don't have the time to learn the knowledge, but he has all the knowledge already in his head. Do you get it? So there was supposed to be this teamwork. That's what we had discussed. And he fucked me over. And fucked her next year. It's hilarious. It really was. It really, really was. When I first found out, like, this was like Monday. So me and him having this conversation on Sunday, so I knew from like the top of the week, whatever. But I sat on the toilet and I cried and I thought, look at that, because the whole purpose of a mission is that you still have to devote your heart. You still actually have to fall in love. You still have to be in it. Otherwise, you don't learn the lesson. You can't pretend. That's what I'm saying. All these people faking shit. You can't fake it. You gotta actually live it. So I had to experience the heartbreak. I had to experience the sorrow. Even though this is a pussy hole with 9 baby mothers, don't get it twisted. But I still had to. And I sat in my ensuite at my own house. And I cried out some tears. I had to say, look at that. Do you know what I mean? Look at that. Like, imagine if I never knew what I knew. The sticky situation I would have been in, thinking that my man's right on it. Because that's what is leading me to believe. You get what I'm trying to say? Like, he's been waiting for me. Like, he called on the Almighty and wished me in. And he did. Because the Almighty told me so. So he really did. So he got everything that he asked for. This spoiled brat. He got everything he asked for. But weren't good enough to actually hold on to what he wanted. Sometimes you can want a big piece of cake, and you think you can manage it, but you bit off more than you can chew. You bit off more than you can chew, Bab. But anyway, yeah, let's get back on it, because it gets interesting.
That they're working with, or the person that they telling this to, or whatever, is like, things went in your favorite collective because you do the right thing. You're in the outright.
To do the
right
right
no matter
thing.
How much black magic somebody is doing, it ain't working.
No, because I'm upright.
Okay? Something about how they need you to be down bad before they can take something from you. You have to be completely depleted in order for a contract that they put on you to work. Okay? So it's like hard work to get you depleted. All right? It's like they stress the fuck out on a daily basis.
Because the more they do, the better I get. It's like I feed off it. You know what I'm saying? I feed off it. I'm like, bring on the hate. Bring on the hate,
man. Kind of contract on you that the universe will want whatever they want. Like, just go. They need to just go turn themselves in on a spiritual sense. Just get it over with, for Pete's sake. Y'all all under judgment.
Yeah.
You do the crime, you do the time type of energy. Maybe somebody gotta go to jail. Go to fuck to jail. You shouldn't have never did it. You're a liar.
I got sexually assaulted in February.
That you was just gonna ride the wave off of somebody else.
You just gonna try and rob me up.
You didn't want to do the work. You stole.
It's not right, man.
And thieves
you tried to steal
anything less than prison. Death.
Or death.
You know, they used to do the thieves back in the day.
Death.
This is somebody that
off with your head, man.
Off of your
You're
back.
mad. 10 Commandments.
Off of your energy.
Thou shalt not blood.
Trying to sacrifice you.
Yeah, imagine. Imagine.
It's like go to jail for
fucking Yahweh's wife.
Go get on.
He's so pissed.
This person, they know your life is a projection of the energy you put out. That's why they've been doing so much black magic, so that things can turn around. With that Wheel of Fortune, they want something to flip around, but by law energy, right? This is crazy. Black magic is a side hustle. Look at this here. Side hustling. Putting on a show here with this emperor. Putting on a show. The emperor is already paranoid because they trying to get away. Somebody trying to get away because people know that they hired somebody to do something to you. They are all in their feelings right now. Okay? Because now they trying to get this magic done on this Gemini, or they hoping that the magic backfire on a Gemini. Okay?
My daughter's a Gemini.
But your manifestations is within reach because you could have cleansed your energy already.
Don't piss me off.
Child, and this person been trying to figure out, like, they don't want the magic to backfire on them. They trying to push past the buck ass energy. Okay? Side hustle. So somebody was doing black magic as a side hustle. That's the gosh darn truth. Somebody taking a moment to reflect why somebody is feeling like shit, because someone that was obsessed with you is trying to get away with some weighing you down or attaching something to you, binding you, chaining you to a toxic family dynamic.
That's what it's felt.
Okay? Full of devils.
I can manage it, man.
But you're too strong.
I can manage. I'm like this right about now.
Okay? You're too strong. They can't do it.
Whatever you got going on is
Okay,
non-existent,
even if you
bro.
had a
There's
child
nothing
with
here.
a demon child, they can't
From
bind
last
you
year
to this person.
November, it's been like tumbleweed around here, bro.
Okay, even if
I
y'all
know
had, and
about
that's
you.
what somebody thought.
It got
Like
sent
it was
straight.
going
It
to be
licked me down
lickety
in my
split,
blood clot,
but
yeah.
they would have a way in by mixing blood
Yeah.
with them. But that
My
was not
ancestor
it.
said, just hold on. Let
That
it
was
carry on. Let
against
it
the
carry
law.
on doing what it's
So
doing.
they're
Hold
getting
on.
their ass beat.
It's soon done. Keep laughing.
They're
Laugh
getting
at the
exactly
telly.
what
Laugh
they
at the
deserve.
telly. Laugh. I started laughing. As I
Okay.
started laughing, it started alchemizing it. I thought,
The
fucking
other
hell, look at
side,
you.
there's unfinished business. There's still some business that needed to be handled.
Murder.
Shit, not no more. That's a tower now.
Fucking cocoa in the front
Power
of my
to
head
their
and everything. Lick me
manifestation,
down.
'cause you
Imagine
claimed
I'm
your
in my
space
house,
already.
but my daughter's sleeping. It's just me.
Mm-hmm.
How can I be getting dragged around in
And
my own
somebody
house?
is
It's just me
paranoid.
here. How horrible of
Because they
me.
really was thinking that you was gonna be binded to
That
a
weren't
cup
nice,
situation. That's why they came together. Everybody they came together with is under judgment.
Yeah,
Wow.
that weren't nice, man.
For what they did to you on New Year's. Get your ass. Yeah. So they was trying to tear you down on New Year's.
New Year's trying to tear me
Get
down.
this ass whooping. I don't
New
know what y'all trying to
Year's.
save yourselves for. I
My
don't know.
daughter's grandfather
just
passed
relax,
away.
body. Okay, just stop.
On her paternal side.
Because you should never be trying to live up to somebody else's
Imagine
standards.
that. Imagine.
You know,
Listen
you
to
reap
what
what
she's
you
saying.
sow.
Listen to what she's saying.
It's never gonna work. Whoever they
Listen
coming
to
for,
what
collective,
she's
you're
saying.
safe. That you best believe divine,
Listen.
feminine, divine, masculine, whoever you are,
Listen.
that is divine. You're safe. I don't know why they going through all these motions. Because it was their fault. Trying to live up to somebody else's standards, spreading all these rumors about you. A Capricorn can have a lot of love for you.
Oh, okay.
Now that they trust in their intuition, and no matter how others see you, it's
Satan be gone.
No matter what happens outside of you, you always gonna be safe.
Right.
This is what somebody knows.
You know, you should know that.
So they could be talking shit right now.
You
about
should know that.
Maybe because somebody's showing you love, or a Capricorn knows about your Ace of Cups, or a Capricorn loves somebody, whatever this is with the Ace of Cups, because they see the truth, how you trust your intuition. They love how you trust your intuition because they know no matter what happens outside of you, that you're safe. They know that.
Hello.
And they beginning to realize who you are.
Hello.
Or something like that. Confirmation after confirmation.
Confirmation after blood clot.
And how upset somebody has been about this money opportunity that a Scorpio was talking about.
Oh, really?
It was very passionate with taking this leap of faith here. But somebody knows, like,
and you know, Spirit just told me that you pussy.
That's why somebody was trying to bind you to somebody.
Because I'm like, because there's fuck nigga 1 and fuck nigga 2 are Scorpio. So I was just here saying, I wonder which one. So then Spirit just bust out the name of which one, but it would be that one, innit? Okay. So number 1 is the High Priest, Mr. Voodoo Man, Mr. Man from Haiti. Let me tell you his story. Look at this Bomber Clark movie. My cousin called me and said she met a man who did a reading for her and it was really good. And she was like, you know what? Try him out because you got bare things going on. Maybe my man can clear some roads for you or give you some answers, I should say. So Tuesday she was on it. And this is my second cousin, you know, so she's not part of my first cousins. She's my mom's cousin's pitney. So I was like, all right then. So I called him. And he was giving me 1 or 2 nuggets over the phone. So I was like, all right then, I'll book a reading. But I said, actually, before I book the reading, I said, listen, I'm on my way to the hospital. Let me give you a ring later on. That's what it was, because I was on the school run in the morning. I was just thinking, why did he call? Anyway, the point is, when I got to the hospital, I called him. And he was dropping some nuggets over the phone, at the hospital. And he was saying about booking a reading. So I said, all right then. So he was saying, come to his yard. And I was like, no. So he was like, no, I live with my woman and my kids. I'm saying I just run my business from my yard. So, because he said he's there with his woman and his kids. And my cousin had said to me, because I phoned her up, does it a weird thing? And she was like, oh yeah, he meant, because she lives not in Birmingham. She didn't do a house, whatever. She just done it over the phone. But he's like, usually he just does his readings at the house, and it's better with the energy face to face, which some people prefer that and some people don't prefer that, but whatever. He said his woman's going to be there. I couldn't have verified that he does live with a woman, so I was like, all right then. So when I got there, his woman was there and the kids were there, so that was fine. But my mum was going on sketchy from when I came in the room. So anyway, now imagine you go into the front door, you go into the front room, and then you go into the back room. So we're in the back room now, and I've sat down, and he's pasting, and I'm like, saying to Spirit, what's the matter with this guy? And Spirit's like, But they're not saying, because these are early days. This is like 2021. Yeah, I'm saying 2020 actually. 2020. So, cut a long story short, my man's acting prickly. So I've turned around in the end and said, what's the matter with you? Like basically, I'm saying to him, ain't this your yard? Why are you acting so fucking digi? What is the matter with you? So he's gone, oh, nothing. I said, well, like, let's get on. So he's gone, oh, yeah. So he's come and sat down. So when he sat down, his energy's even more prickly. This is why he didn't want to sit down in the first place. So he's jumping around. He's literally like every minute he's sitting up. Why? So I'm listening. I'm watching him, observing him and his energy, and listening to what's going on in his head. So he starts to do the reading now, but he don't do reading with cards. He does reading with curry shells, and he's got one cloth. So he throws down the shells. So obviously he's there looking at these shells from time. So then he starts to talk, and he's like, this shell means that, and that shell means that, and then he stops on this shell. And he's like, So then obviously my ancestors tell me what go on in it. So I say to him, what are you beating around the bush for? Why don't you just cut through the bush? That's me and that's you. Keep it moving. Do you get what I'm trying to say? I don't know what he's got going on this cloth. I know what my ancestors have told me, what has been told to me. And where these two curry shells has landed, one has landed on him and one has landed on me. So because I've said that to him, he's gone, oh yeah, that's you and that's me. I said, keep it moving then. But he's struggling to keep it moving because he's interpreting how the shells have fallen. You know what I mean? So that's freaking him out. The way he's moving is acting like it's freaking him out anyway. So anyway, when he gets round, because it's like a hexagon shape thing, his pattern on his cloth, all of a sudden before that actually, when he gets round the edge of the cloth, I get a vibration from upstairs. And then I see a vision. So I've gone to him, who's the Draco upstairs? So he's gone, what? I said, the Draco, who's the Draco upstairs? He said, you see her? I said, yeah, she's upstairs behind the door. Who's she? He said, oh, that's my woman still. I said, it's like that then. I said, I've got one too. I said, I've got one too. He's a Scorpio, I'm a Scorpio. The woman's a Leo, mine's a Leo. Interesting, isn't it? I said, skiing. It's like that. Seeing this game thing now. Come face to face with it though, innit? But you still don't really know what's going on. You know what I mean? Because time, not your time, either, divine time. So, we've had that conversation. Let's see, you know, this little angel has come running down the stairs and run into the living room and just stopped in front of me, and she gone, and I've looked at her smiling, because the way she ran is like she knew me. So I was waiting for her to finish off the run, because I bought some stuff for them. Because he says to me that he's got kids. I bought things for the kids in it. So when she come in, I was like, so I was about to catch her, but she stopped herself and just stared at me. And instantly I knew she saw me, but she saw a me that I didn't know. But by the way she looked at me, it made me know there was a me that I didn't know, if that makes sense. At that time, I was becoming, but I hadn't become. And I saw her, like, she looked like a little angel to me. She had a little long white t-shirt on. She's very fair skin, wavy, big hair. She's, you know, an absolute stunning little girl. So after she got her balance and whatever else, I said hello, but she didn't say hello. She was just shy. But at the same time, she was communicating with me. So I said, I got you something from the shop. Do you like these things? So her little eyes lit up and she was like, yeah. So she came forward to take it. She looked at her dad, then she looked at me. And then as she took it, her older sister came down the stairs. So it says that they could take them away because it had like colours and all kind of bits and bobs and stuff like that and stickers for them and some sweets. So they took them up the stairs and they disappeared. So he was surprised because she doesn't talk to people, is what he says to me. Do you know what I mean? So it was he, because he just stood there looking at it like we were not weird, but I could feel his energy looking like he was looking at something for the first time. You know what I mean? So when he said that, that made sense to me because he wasn't looking at me like to say, hang on a minute, how you talking to me? You know, it weren't that vibe. How you talking to my child or whatever. It was more the way that his child had interacted with me had surprised him. But that's because he has all kinds of demons in his yard. So why would that little beautiful girl be talking to the people that you normally bring in the house when she's so full of light? Like she's a crystal child. Do you know what I mean? Growing up. You know, so then it's when anyway, the point being is that he learned a lot of voodoo and Haiti magic. So when I started to move with him, that's what he was showing me. You know what I'm saying? And when I say showing me, I was watching him do his practices and just observing him. So if he's going in the graveyard, I'm going in the graveyard too, because I want to see what you're doing. What are you doing in the graveyard? And who are you talking to? Who are you asking for? What are you conjuring? And how are you conjuring? I'm very inquisitive, you know, very inquisitive. You know what I mean? And I don't know. Do you know what I mean? So anyway, one time he was like, he didn't directly say he's gonna initiate me, but we're gonna make an offering, basically. We're gonna make an offering. So we went to Asda, got loads of red roses, red candles, red, because we were invoking Mama Bridget. So anyway, the point is that he says to me that he would help me with my corner, setting up a little altar. Why he did his, and I said, nah, I'm gonna just try it myself still. You know what I mean? I'm independent like that still. I don't mind. Not that I don't mind, because I'm all about the soft life, but if my spirit tells me that I'm gonna do something, then I'll just do it. It's okay. So spirit was like, tell him it's okay, we got this. So I built up my little altar and he built up his, and then when he stepped back from his and said my altar, he did a double take on my altar, because we've both got the same things, because we bought one thing, so we're sharing. So there isn't nothing different on my altar than his altar, but my altar my altar for some reason looked like it looked like someone had built a fire next to it and the light was just shining from a bonfire. Whereas his two candles was just dull in the other corner, like they look like duty. Like even myself had to acknowledge there's a clear difference. I don't know what's going on, and I don't know why, because I don't know this woman. This is the first time I'm hearing about Mama Bridget. I'm just seeing what go on, but my ancestors are telling me no, we're gonna do it this way. So I'm following my ancestors now. So where he's leading me to, my ancestors are saying, carry on. We're here, carry on. We're here, carry on. We're here. Tell him it's okay, we're going to do our thing. Put that there, put this there, put that there, around there. Do that there, do that there. So that's what I did. Now step back. There you go. So then that's how it is. So when he looked at it and done a double take and he's like, what the fuck? All the Orishas was on this side of the room. And he could see that. And I could see that without even knowing that. All the Orishas were standing like there was gratitude, there was she come, basically she landed, she appreciated the offering and she made her presence known, basically. And it was really beautiful. And it was like, what? That's the first time you've done the altar. How come yours looks like that? And I said, I don't know. Because I didn't know. Real talk, I didn't know. I just know that I put that there. But because I didn't know, he weren't saying to me, what have you done? He was just like, all right, then safe. But still kind of like having a little, you know, that little look in your face like, huh? And that's how it just continued, little bits and bobs like that. So by the time I made my divination cloth And he was like, I help you. And I was like, nah, let me just write something down. And when I write it down, if you look at it and it's not right, then I'll do it again because I bought enough cloths. So he was like, all right then. So I disappeared, Spirit wrote all these things down on paper. I turned them in, done the hexagon in it, and then the hexagon, whatever. I can see Spirit moving my body around at the moment. I'm doing something. And it's because I haven't eaten all day. And they've had me fasting. But it's the 10th, so it's like that. But I did my cloth, and then when he threw his curry shells on there, it just clicked. He was like, what the fuck? Because not only had it clicked and it was working, he hadn't shown me how to do it, remember? Because I told him I've got it. I'm just going to do it, and then when I do it, you'll test it. So this was him testing. So there was supposed to be errors. There was supposed to be mistakes. He was supposed to say, oh, nah, good job though, still, but differently. It's like this. Like he was expecting that opportunity, and it never came. You know what I mean? So not only did I do it and do it good, he hadn't actually shown me how to do it. So how did I know how to do it? So that was fucking him up. How did she know how to do it? I didn't even show her how to do it. Nobody knows how to do it. So how does she know how to do it? Because even my cousin wanted him to do her one, and he never did it. He was going to charge her to do to write out a cloth, and him and her fell out. So he never did the cloth for her. Some passa. But nobody did my cloth. I did my cloth. Spirit said, show you my cloth. What was it? I got all my towels on my wardrobe, but they don't seem to have. I can't even think where it is, you know. That is so weird. No, differently, I can't even think. I got a place for everything. So it's not like it could be anywhere other than its place. And right now I can't think where the place is, so no. Anyway, I got a cloth. I got a cloth. I pull it on one of the other videos anyway, so whatever. Confirmation. But yeah. So he's the Scorpio, the voodoo man. But the reason why I'm telling you this to make it fucking so long, 22 on the clock, 222. 888. 555. Sorry. I'm supposed to show you 222. 222. Well, it was just 222 on the clock. That's the point. Oh my god, look at that. It was just 2222. 5 twos, man. Shit. All right, Spirit, let's go. So basically, I was about to tell you a story about my man. Was I going to finish off the other story, or was we going into a new story about him? We was going into a new story. Thank you, Spirit. So, this guy taught me how to do certain things because I watched him, yeah? And he taught me about energy on a different level. Like, I knew about energy, but this guy taught me energy, how to move energy, how to lift it, basically how to lift the whole room, how to change everybody's energy in that room so they do what you want them to do, basically. It's like that. But not do what you want them to do, because that's probably a little bit too much. It's more about you raise the energy so people are feeling the energy. Then you can up their energy or lower their energy or whatever. It's basically sexual energy is what he's dealing with. So everybody gets that feeling and it lifts the room, basically. So this is what he showed me. So, but one day we was at the park and my mum was keeping a party and he was coming with me. And I was like, I don't know about this. I do know about this, but you're going to go in there. You're going to, the whole energy thing. And I think it's funny because I want to see it. I want to see it like on this level. I want to see how it really, really works at this level. So we jumped out the car, went into the party, and instantly my mum and her sister the youngest one with the tarot cards. Their skin just caught on fire. I'm like, fuck me, blood. Fuck me. Like, he's got a lot of, he knows his tantric energy. Like, he taught me about my tantric energy on another level. Do you know what I mean? So he knows, he just walks naturally with her energy, but it's not that type of energy, because for me anyway, like, his energy don't make me feel how I see these people going on. Nah, it's not that. But how I see people go on, I know that the energy is real, but it just doesn't feel that way to me. When he comes to me, it doesn't feel like that. You know what I mean? That's what I'm trying to say. But the point is, that is his energy. That's his truth. So I've seen how these guys are moving now. So anyway, we've gone outside in the garden because it's getting a little hot in the house. So we've gone up on the grass. So most people are down on the patio area under a little marquee. My mum's put the little outside fire thing there. And whatever, my little sister's birthday. No, it's my little sister's son's first birthday. That's what it is. So, anyway, the point being is, I'm up there chatting to him. And my mum and her sister are standing in the doorway of the patio door, just staring at us, smiling. That's all the dep on. So I'm looking at him and he's looking at me, and we're both laughing because we already had the conversation in the car already. So it's just so funny. We knew that pussy was gonna pop, but I didn't know it was gonna pop so quick. But guess which two pussies were popping first? It's just so fucking typical, isn't it? So anyway, my mum's down the bottom now trying to light this outside fire thing. So she's pouring everything fucking on it because it's not lighting. So she's really going for it, you know. She's got acetone, she's got lighter fluid, she's got petrol fluid, she's got cooking oil. I mean, honestly, like, this, everything's been poured. It's witchcraft, remember? I don't know. Everything's been poured on this shit anyway. So we're watching from up the top. So after a while, he goes, he taps on my leg to say, jump up, let me go and light this thing, because obviously it's not lighting. So he gets up and he goes down there, and it's under a marquee, remember, and all these little babies and mums and dads are around too. And he goes down there and he lights it, and the whole thing explodes into a mushroom bomb underneath the marquee. You've never seen anything like it. It was so scary. I'm not laughing. It was so fucking scary. Remember, there's little kids. You should have seen the way that the dad gripped the little boy in his hands to protect him, because it was like a mushroom. Look at all that flammable stuff that had been thrown on this thing under a fucking marquee. What was she thinking? At a kid's party, I don't know. Why have a fire at a kid's party anyway? It just sums it up though. You know, it really sums up the situation. Really sums up the individual, man. But anyway, so this mushroom has blown up. So because he's right there, obviously he's got singed, not burnt, but all his beard, all his hair and everything is brown because he got singed. Everyone's safe though, no one's hurt. So when he comes up the top now, I'm like, bloody hell, what's happened to you? Look what's happened to you. So he sat down and I started patting him. All this soot is just falling off him. The more I'm patting, the more fucking soot's coming out of his fucking face and hair, his head. So I'm in a slapping situation now. All I hear is, look at her. It's not fair how she gets to touch him up. Like something along them lines. What? It's not fair that I get to touch up the man that I brought here with me. So who else is supposed to touch him up? Auntie L. Make that make sense? I was like, rotted cop. This energy thing ain't no joke thing, you know. This energy thing ain't... No, seriously. maybe my girl has thought something like that in the past, you know. You get what I'm trying to say? Maybe she's thought something like that in the past, but I have to be honest. I had not heard anything like that come out of her mouth before. That's the truth. And I know she's wanted to say things because one time I was saying to my mom, one about one of our boy cousins, but he's like my nan's brother's pitney. So he's like a second cousin and another second cousin. And but he is my mom's first cousin for sure, so he is my second cousin. But anyway, me and him, I rate him because when I went to Jamaica as a young child, he looked after me, so I ain't got no issues. I never had issues with him. But the point is that from when we were kids, I knew that he had a funny energy, but we're cousins, you know what I mean? Just chill out. So now that we're older and we're big people and everybody's got kids or whatever, I'm not thinking my man's on that level, but I come to understand man's on that fuckery. So I'm explaining to my mum, Mum, you never know, say my man's on some fuckery, you know. I'm like, real boy, you don't already know, say what this is, innit? I don't know about the cousin and cousin making good blood clot soup, but that's not what this is. So my mum turned around and said, him and Auntie L are in a something. And I said, you are? I said, you are? She said, yeah, him and Auntie L, they in a something. I said, okay. Now, you know, whatever. I said, good luck then. Do you get what I'm trying to say? Good luck. So then when on this particular party day my mum was keeping, because this is a different party from the party when my man got bun up. My man turned up, Cousin D, and my girl was there, and my girl was giving off energy like I wanted something of hers. I was like, my energy was like, calm down and cool down. That's never the case. It would never ever be the case. Me and my man go back way back. If somebody, I'm talking like from 15 years of age. You know what I'm saying? Man's been like a brother to me. So it's definitely not that. I got so high with my other cousins. Like, imagine like my nan's sister. Like my nan's sister's yard in Jamaica. And her older sons. They've got like a little shack at the back of the house, where they live. And because we got on, I was allowed in the shack. So I'm taking fast now because I went up on some weed with them. And they're not breaking down the weed. You know, like how you put your weed in a grinder and you grind it down. They're wrapping whole buds about this big in a Rizzler. They can't eat, but their Rizzlers are longer than ours, like they're wider, like longer. He's wrapping up the buds. He's not breaking it down, rude boy, nah. So there's me watching him, not saying nothing, because this must be how they do it here in Jamaica. It's my first time. So they're smoking like it's normal, my cousin Night. So when Night hands me the spliff and I take the spliff, blood clot. I don't know how many spliffs I had, but I know that I was walking back, holding the wall. And I could hear my auntie calling me. She wants me to clean Aki. It's like 10 o'clock at night, you know, but girl pitney on it, whatever. I'm washing clothes down the river, cooking, cleaning, whatever. But I like those kind of things, so it's not punishment. I want to learn. Show me how to... No yardie girl can be come round here. You know, because they like to be like, oh, English girl don't clean. I remember one yardie girl passing my house and about she never knew English girl clean their yard because about to clean my windows. And she weren't being rude. It was just something that she'd obviously heard. You know what I mean? And in some cases that is true. Sadly, in some cases that is true. But not in all cases. You know what I mean? So when my cousins come and saw me down the river washing, and I've got everybody's clothes, my auntie's got 5 pitney boys. So I've got their clothes. You know, like I've picked up different things for different people to take down there to wash. Because I don't mind doing things like that. So they're overseeing me, these cousins, like they're anything for me. But I know how to wash. I might be an English girl, but I know how to wash. I can wash jeans in a river with soap and crunch them out. I make sure everything in my basket's patterned and colour coordinated. They didn't have shit to say. Not one critic. If they talked amongst themselves, that's fine. But you know, Jamaican girls, they don't rap to just say what the fuck they want. So they weren't trying to mince their words for me. It was literally, they had nothing to say. You know what I mean? Because I raised right. My nan raised me. And not my father's mother, who is the woman I mainly talk to, but And none above that, 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 none. She raised me. That's who's been in my head from a child, telling me how to wash out my panty. Not my mother. I don't remember my mother ever standing over me and showing me how to wash a panty. Ever. But there's always been somebody telling me what go on. It's not today and tomorrow. Don't get it twisted. You think it's today and tomorrow? This has been my whole life, blood. When you guys there were sitting down there talking and a yappa, and you're jealous over me, talking about family members and friends. You're acting like I don't know. I feel it. I get it. I get the energy that's oozing off me. I get it. I try my best to put it down. I try my best to cringe up myself, but it just doesn't happen. I can't do anything. In fact, the more I cringe it up, the more it comes out. Fuck's sake, I can't do right and I can't do wrong. What do you want me to do? You're my auntie. I don't want your man looking at me. Why would I want your man and he's stabbing out your meat? Just by the definition that he's stabbing out your meat, I don't want him. So what are you actually threatened over? I don't understand. I'm 9. What are you threatened over? How can you be threatened of a 9-year-old? Make that make sense? It's not today and tomorrow this competition thing's been going on. This has been going on my whole blood clot life. Do you know what I'm saying? It don't matter who it is. Auntie B. You know what I'm saying? Even if I'm on the dance floor, she's on the dance floor. Competition. That's fine. Let's dance. It's not a competition. You can't compete where you don't compare. It's like apples and oranges. Apples are one-dimensional. Every time you bite into them, you get the same thing. Oranges are multi-dimensional. There's a different segment every single time. Some segments are sweet and some segments cannot be sweet. Some of the segments taste the same the whole time and sometimes they don't because they're individual segments. So there's a multi-dimensional. There's what, 12, 15 different segments in a little tangerine orange thing when you break it open. Look how many opportunities there are. And then even within that, have you actually looked at the inside of the orange? How it's divided into tiny little segments. Those little tiny orange segments break up into little tiny little beads of orange juices that all cluster together in a beautiful pattern to form a lovely little C shape. And then have a skin grow over it. How complex is that? There's something different going on between an orange and an apple. You can't compare them. One dimension, multi-dimension. We are not the same.
Okay? Just be, somebody realizing who you are. You're beginning to realize who you are. Harvest. This was a money opportunity here for somebody who's going to get this money by tomorrow. No, the fuck you not. You can get jail, you can get death, but you're not getting nothing else.
10th and the 11th, baby.
Let something happen to the collective. Let y'all try to tear down something that happened to the collective. I promise it will never happen the way y'all thought. That's why somebody feel like shit right now. Because they know how far they are going. You gonna be alright, collective. Don't even worry about these people. God is gonna always balance something out for you. I ain't lying. I'm telling you, these people are under judgment. The judgment has already been called for your money to constantly keep increasing. So I don't know what's going on. You're in partnership with the universe. Okay?
Come on.
But somebody knows that. Okay? It's only an illusion that you're gonna be kicked out of something. They call some sort of. It's been going on since Halloween.
Yeah. I just ignore it.
Around Halloween.
Longer than that.
With all the information. So
longer than that,
it's like you wasn't going up. You're not going anywhere.
If I was to chat some business, you wouldn't believe me.
Here we are. What is this, May?
You wouldn't believe me.
You understand what I'm saying? Like somebody.
You wouldn't believe what the Almighty Spirit do for me.
Trying to live up to somebody else's expectation. They spreading a lot of rumors right now.
You would not believe me. I feel like I feel spoiled. I am spoiled.
Because somehow this person is not rotten. They've seen you different.
But they just look after me. They look after me constantly. I don't want for nothing.
And maybe by them seeing you different,
I don't want for nothing. They
know whatever action that somebody they're taking right now, they don't give a fuck how people see them.
I don't want for nothing.
So somebody's family is enraged because they feel like
I don't want anyway because I'm not a biggie person. Do you know what I mean?
And
But
they're
I
beginning
don't
to
have to
realize who they
ask the
are
Almighty. Like the Almighty
and who
knows
you
what you
are
want. You don't have
that
to
they were
ask.
trying to
You don't
hide.
have to be on your knees praying and
Okay, we got
begging.
the temperate.
Don't
I'm
waste your
sorry,
time
I had to, God
praying
told me
and
to go back.
begging.
It is.
Put your time into
The balance
devotion.
and harmony being
Put
restored.
your time in
Archangel,
devotion.
you're a healer.
Devote yourself to the Almighty.
Alright. Somebody
Devote
been
yourself
patiently
to the
waiting for
Creator. Just
something.
devote yourself. That's
The ending is
the
coming to an
secret.
end. Yep,
Devotion.
somebody gonna try to get away
Pure
though, but the cycle
devotion,
came
man.
to a close.
I
They're
love, I
closing
love,
out
I
a
love, I
cycle on
love,
the
I love. I've
Cancer.
never
And
felt
they
a
just
love
gotta
like this,
accept
man.
this. Yeah.
I've never felt a love like this. I'm
The
straight up
cycle is
bull.
coming to a complete end
Never
on
felt a love
around
like
Cancer
this.
season or
Blown
for
away.
Cancer, and they just gotta accept it.
Blown away.
Things have already been balanced
Blown
out.
away.
Alright?
Blown away, man.
Yeah, and the Sagittarius knows like this is crazy. A Sagittarius knows that you're unlike anyone else. That's why these people are so obsessed with you. We got Scorpio and Sag. You have Libra, Scorpio, Sag in your chart.
I'm
That's where somebody
Scorpio.
knows like
My two
why
sisters are
you
Sag.
date people. You are like anybody else. Like somebody is so obsessed with you.
Why are you so
obsessed
obsessed with me? Boy, I wanna
As a parent,
know.
I do not need
Lying
another job,
that you're
especially not
sexing
comparing
me
broadband
when
across 10 different
everybody
apps. Now I
knows.
just use
It's
broadband
clear
TV.
that
They
you're
don't do phone
obsessed
plans or
with me.
car insurance, just
Oh, couldn't get
broadband.
a
Been
girl
doing
that
it
you
for 20
couldn't
years and helped
impress.
over
Last man on the
100,000
earth, so
customers.
you
It
can
feels a
hit
lot
this.
easier
You're
knowing that I'm in the right place.
delusional.
I can compare deals in one place.
Why you wasting your
We gonna
time?
go outdoors! Hey, nice bit of kit, man. Love the jacket. Go outdoors. Discover free.
Next point.
Sometimes YouTube just take the piss, man.
Legendary.
And they're always popping up like, don't
You will not find a
pay
finer fighter
for no
pilot
ads. Why am I paying for no ads? How about you just give me no ads, and then if you want ads, you charge me? Why am I having to pay for something that I don't want?
Maverick.
Make it make sense.
Mass to the point where they lying and shit. Just baby, they lying just to get what they need, honey. We got mass. Be mindful, alright, of mistrust. So somebody was trying to lead somebody down the wrong path. Yeah, but fake, communication.
Come on, when does this finish, man?
But something that somebody is saying, they can tell they obsessed with getting you stuck 17. In the past.
Alright, we're gonna finish before 3. The bomber flat.
Yeah, the person that's obsessed with you, getting stuck in the past, they could be about to get arrested. Because maybe somebody is afraid, maybe somebody about to drop a dime or something like that. Because they feel they're afraid for their folks. Because they really putting on all these shows about you, honey. And they feel like whatever lies they're saying about you, because it's like,
like what?
I'm hearing you would have thought it was scripted.
Oh, okay.
That's how this person is maneuvering. Because with the performer here, because they're binded to something. This performer or the person that's put on the show is binded to the current situation. They really about to get arrested. Yeah. Stuck in the past. Yeah, for the foolish acts that they took. They thought they was going to go in something in a new direction. Like,
I swear that if
they should have proceeded with caution trying to do this binding work. Things is becoming too much to bear for this person. They at their breaking point because they stuttering. Somebody might stutter. So they studying all kind of new lines of research and shit like this. And you single, Libra. Maybe to keep you single, Libra? That's crazy as shit. Talk about pressed. Why is they so pressed about you?
Why do you think?
Anyway. But a new environment is bringing you new opportunities, new friends, new connections, new everything. And this person losing their shit. You're no longer on their soil. So something that had to do with their soil, like say you moved from to another state. Maybe you moved from the South to Kansas or some shit like that. You're no longer on where your roots was from. Okay? You're no longer on that soil. Maybe that soil where you came from, they cursed the soil. Like you ever step foot in, such and such, you'll be cursed for all eternity energy. Like what the? Yeah, these people, not pray for these folks, please, collector. Yeah, pray for these people.
I don't pray for them.
This the level of insanity is like clinical.
I don't pray.
Okay?
I pray
Yeah.
in a sense.
Because it should never be that deep, ever.
I talk to the Almighty. I don't be
But
sitting
a new
there,
environment brought you new
Almighty,
opportunities.
this
So
is
you
going
got,
on. I'll be like,
you're
yo,
not lacking anything.
let's chop this up. What's
You're
going
not
on
sad.
next?
You're not like this. Like somebody all year round, every holiday, they did work to make sure that you would feel lonely and sad. You ain't got no friends, no family, no nothing, because they was controlling everything. Now you got everything. You got friends.
But what they don't realize,
you done built a little.
what they don't realize is that I'm surrounded by celestial beings. I'm literally surrounded by celestial beings to the point where sometimes I feel like I need to put on clothes in my own room. Like, I'm surrounded by celestial beings. So it's not a case of being lonely. How can you be lonely when you're always in the company of something? You know what I'm saying? There's always somebody to talk to. Multiple people to talk to at any one time. I get up every morning. I go to the bathroom. There's a different set of people in the bathroom. Not different set of people, but the people that are in the bathroom are in the bathroom. Have a conversation. I have to make sure I wipe my ass properly because I know that they're there. And constantly there's entities around. Do you know what I mean? So I'm constantly conscious. And I have been from a child. From as long as I can fucking remember. They've always been there.
Family on the side, you got people that you talk to on it, like this is like blowing these people because they wanted you to just be miserable so that you could take yourself out. Now you got a lot to live for. They took everything from you, whereas though they thought that you would, but hey, you ain't got nothing to live for. You will be their sacrifice and they can get your inheritance.
Business is doing bits. They didn't
you got
know.
all this stuff to live for.
I think all the stressing me out, I'm still doing it. I got multiple personalities that all do a different job. One of them's in court, one of them's setting up a business, one's looking after the kids, one's, you know what I mean? There's multiple of me, so I can do multiple things and get multiple things done.
He pulled you right out. Okay? A new environment brought you new opportunities. And that's what these people are paranoid about. Yes. So about 8/18, August 18th could be significant.
That's 8/8/1, isn't it?
Since August of 2018, they've been trying to get you kicked out of something. All right, that's like 8 years, bro. Almost 9 years.
8.
You understand what I'm saying? Somebody, you know how long that they've been trying to get you kicked out of? I make you homeless for 8 years. They've been trying to do this shit.
It's true.
And they think any day now it's going to happen. They don't see God's work.
It's true.
Yeah, no, it's never going to happen.
What she's saying is true.
They've been under some sort of strong-ass illusion that you was going to be kicked out of something for 8 years, bro.
I had to go to
war,
man.
Wild.
I had to go to war with my landlord.
Because the new environment brought you new opportunities, and it's only getting better now. Like, they should wake up. Somebody tell whoever this Leo, whoever this, wake up. It ain't happening, boo.
Wakey.
Jay. Pick your folks up. They really heard about this. Okay?
Wakey.
Somebody need to go talk to their folks. They need to really bring them in, or some conversation, divine intervention, family intervention. Baby, because
she's killing it, man.
Wow.
She's killing it.
That's wild.
She's killing it.
So I've been under the strongest illusion that you was going to be kicked out of something by Halloween and shit. That shit never happened. You healed, baby. I don't know what's going on with this person. These people been under a strong illusion, but they also know that you healed, though.
They're killing me, man. They're trying
From
to kill
all
me.
binding work or anybody trying to weigh you
making
down.
Me stronger, blood.
Like, I don't.
Keep bringing it, blood.
You healed enough for your partnership. You're moving forward.
I love it. Keep bringing it, man.
I want to say I feel bad for these people mentally, because what the fuck is going on? A Leo was supposed to, proceed with caution. They've been under some sort of strong illusion, but you already healed from whoever this Leo is.
Come on, man.
They needed to proceed with caution.
Come on now.
But they were very inspired to stay stubborn, I guess. You know, watching for the signs. You know, about cuffing season, a partnership is bringing about some sort of transformation. Somebody was not, they lied. I don't know what's going on. Like, whoever this Leo is need to fast. All they need is water. They need to pay attention. You're really an empress. I don't know if they don't see this.
They know it.
You're a divine feminine.
They know it. I don't know what's I do know what's wrong.
Okay? And the way others view divine feminine is none of our business, baby. If you're looking for sympathy, if you're looking for somebody to go along with your agenda, or something, sweetheart, like you need to rub your eyes a little bit. I don't know what's going on, why this person don't see you. I see y'all.
Thank you.
You know, everybody else see y'all. But despite of whatever they were told, they was lied to, whatever they said that happened was not, like, they need to, say somebody told this person, like, what happened. Say they was telling them, like, oh, you know, you was a bad person, and you was this, you was that, and how something happened, and why something happened the way it did, or something like that. Like, say somebody told somebody a story about you. Just, it was all lies. I don't know what this person need to do. Maybe they need to seek some sort of therapy. But, honey, the people that you're around betrayed you. It was never the divine feminine. So, that's just the energy I'm getting. And that's why the divine feminine don't care how other people view them, because we know the truth of what really happened.
I know
so
the
it's
truth.
like even somebody wanting you to feel guilty for something when you already know how everything played out.
And I know how it's gonna play out.
But the illusion that they used to have over you,
right,
would make you feel guilty.
Yeah, it did. Yeah, but that's what the fucking trickery was. That was the spell word. To constantly have me in a state of guilt, like I owed him something.
Now that you realize you
I don't
broke
owe
free
you
of
shit,
the chains
blood.
and the bonds of the lies.
I don't owe you
like,
shit.
Yeah.
You owe me, blood.
You ain't have nothing to feel guilty about. That's why you
Bitch,
don't
better
feel
pay
bad
my
about
money. Pay
the
me
way
what
people
you
view
owe
you
me.
is you don't care because you know the truth.
Like
I
clap,
don't care
clap,
what
clap.
they do, but I know it. Type of energy. It's one of those
that,
type of situations.
It's that
Okay?
energy. Yeah. My spirit team, yeah.
You felt how you healed like this.
Gangsters, blood.
Because they had it all figured out how they was going to destroy.
At the beginning, she was saying about they are going to like some like down the south to speak to family members to see if they know anybody connected to whatever ancestors or spirit team I'm working with, because they're in trouble. Now, you know what? I know that's true because I've already posted videos of my shaman teacher coming to me in Peru saying that she can't support me in my shamanic journey because the ancestors that I'm working with are some ancient ancestors, and she don't know about all of that, so she wouldn't be the best person to try and support me. But I already know that because I've already done videos prior to that of me getting ascended to where these ancestors that had been forgotten about. Do you know what I mean? They'd been forgotten about, but not no more. Not no more. And I love them. I love them and they love me. And they are beautiful. They are wonderful. And I'm about to say that I would hope that everybody gets to meet and see these entities, because they really do exist. As much as we're in the 3D and it feels like it's not a reality, it really is a reality. And because my ancestors have shown me that I've got a Hindu lion, I went to Bali last year and I did the whole Hindu, not a pilgrimage, but something similar to that at this shamanic ancient waterfall place. You know what I mean? And you go around to every one of the gods, and they've got about 50 gods in it. And my ancestor specifically had me there because when I was in Jamaica in October, I went to Bali in October too, but the end of October, like 2 weeks after I got back from Jamaica, I went to Bali. And I was out there for my birthday. So I was flying on my birthday and then landed on Halloween. And it was significant for me to be there at that time because of the spiritual work that needed to be done there. But the point is that in Jamaica, I started doing Hindu dancing. And the dancing was communicating language. And because I could hear the language and they were talking to me, I knew that there was this lineage thing. So when I got there and I seen Wagwan, it made sense to me basically because I already had some of the jigsaw pieces. So I've gone to all these countries and met with shamans and gone through certain initiations. Do you get what I'm trying to say? So it's not just in my head, as in the 4D or the 5D. I've actually been living it in the 5D too. You know what I'm saying? So and I've recorded it and got the evidence. I put the videos up, blah 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 blah. So you can see that it's a real thing. But all of that has been for a reason, because these people in these masonry covenants, because that's what a lot of my family members are into, they feel like the knowledge can only come through if you get involved in those kind of things and carry on and do these heinous acts of how they believe that you absorb energy, because they don't realize that they are the energy. They don't realize that they are the transmitter. They don't realize that they are the electricity. They are the utility. The energy comes directly from source. It doesn't come because you kill 2 chickens. Do you know what I mean? Like, it's from you. But the trickery and order, whatever, within these religions and cults and orders say otherwise. You got to go through Jesus before you can speak to the divine. No, because before Jesus, people were just speaking to the divine. And the divine didn't say, you've got to go through Jesus. They've said, Jesus said, but how could Jesus have said when the Bible, 3/4 of the Bible is written by Paul? You know what I mean? Jesus was saying that these Jews aren't acting right. He wasn't saying develop a whole new religion. He was saying they're not acting right. I've come here so that they act right, to tell them that they're not acting right. They're going on with things in my father's house, they're not acting right. But all of a sudden we've got Christianity going church on a Sunday when everybody knows Jesus prayed on the Sabbath, the Saturday. It's just weird. It's very weird. You know what I mean? It's not only is it fuckery and bullshit, it don't make sense. But then you got people ready to put their life on the line to back it. Like my little Sunday school fucking Bible lesson class.
For your character, and where people would never see
I'm
you
a
as an
follower.
empress, but I don't know. Yeah. Nobody believe in their lies no more. I don't know what's going on with these people, but baby, all y'all equally so. They know y'all lying. If this y'all family, baby, they know your family been lying about you. It's like, it don't take a blind man. It's like, I know it's embarrassing. Yeah, y'all did some fucked up shit to somebody. Y'all came together and did some real grimy stuff. And y'all embarrassed. We understand. We understand y'all embarrassed.
But it's time
That's
to
what it's
stop
all
the
about,
lying
for
now,
real,
innit?
at the end of the day,
It's
like,
getting ridiculous.
they're extremely embarrassed because
They've
they've
acted like saying
they were the problem. It was never you.
They've
Something
acted
is
like
going
I
on
was
with
the
your- how
problem.
God
But
is
now everybody
healed you,
can
how
see.
God has
No,
pulled
I'm
you
not the
through,
problem.
How close of a connection you had with the divine. How close of a, like, baby, they were saying he was on drugs, you did this, you
Yeah.
did that.
But when I was young, you know, I was going to be
you just gonna
pregnant
have
from
to
this
take that
time. I
L.
wasn't
Like,
going to
yes,
amount
people-
to shit. That's how these people
Yeah,
have dealt
everybody
with
gonna see
me.
you as a liar. That's okay.
When I got
But,
married, none of
I
them came to my wedding. None of them
you
gave me
just
a
don't like
wedding
it.
card. None
It's
of
that-
them
they
bought
don't
me a
like
wedding
it. If they see you
a
as a
wedding
liar
present.
collective,
Nothing.
okay, yeah, they'll
I
feel
gave
real
them
good.
all
They
wedding
jumping on the
CDs of
bandwagon.
my wedding. My
But
wedding
since it's
pictures are
them,
beautiful. Nobody
it's
said, "Oh my
like-
God, your wedding was beautiful."
No, they gotta do the most, right? Get random witnesses that ain't never seen before.
Yeah, to
baby,
testify
I'm
in
not
court
believing y'all
against
lies
me.
no more,
Hello.
sweetheart. We got ass. Trust me, it's okay.
It is okay.
Like,
It's
you've been
absolutely
lying for a long
okay.
time. Just tell the truth for once, and just let it all out. You'll feel better. Like, so what? Yeah, they've been lying to this Nigerian Ghana man or a woman for a long time. Him, and it's like they're watching you every day. They know you the total package, and everyone can see it. So it's kind of hard to like believe anything else. They're like, well, they just got like that.
Because spirits had me posting on social media, but not like on a personal level, on like a work level. I've been going on with bits, and I haven't even started yet. But spirit, drop a little nugget, do this, put that there, move that there, do that there, upload that, push that to the side, upload that, put that for later. The on point.
Mannerisms, mindset, it don't just change like that, bro.
On point.
Like nobody just has a gentle soul.
The all-new, all-electric Toyota CHR Plus.
Bedtime, bro.
Sorry. You take it.
It's true, you know, I got 9 o'clock in the morning.
Okay.
Still stressed about building an app? Start using Minus now. 1.
It's already
Select
free.
develop apps. 2. Enter your ID.
Dating for senior singles online. Adult dating may feel special because it's about care, comfort, and
Like that is, just all of a sudden. 1441, as I say, it's like you are, I don't know how to explain this, but how somebody is seeing you now, it's like, they did do that. Because they didn't want to believe like somebody did all of this because you ain't want to be with them. They did not want to believe that.
Literally.
But somebody really got to like, damn, like you really dragged her because she ain't want you. You really just ruined kids' life because they didn't want to be with you. You really did. Like somebody like, damn.
Yeah.
All right? Yes. I'm telling you, somebody like, damn. Well, you protected from everybody's dream magic because, baby, they was doing something every day. And balance and harmony being restored in every area of your life, Libra. And they cursed themselves when they tried to curse you. A truck driver, somebody Gemini, an Islamic man or a woman grandpa, somebody Pisces in the reverse, somebody cousin, a Russian man or a woman, somebody Tuesday, baby. It's a lot going on. Like, they need answers. We got Jay. They not going against y'all because they not
Scorpio
losing for these people. They don't want to go against y'all. And they want y'all true love to come in. Your true love is coming in, collective. Yeah. Because you ain't got himself. The right choice. They knew that last year.
Don't send in my blood clot way,
when
blood.
It didn't happen in October. Remember, you supposed to have this fall, whatever.
Don't send in my way.
They knew you made the right choice.
Because you won't be aware of the contender.
Like trying to find.
And I'm not taking no fucking prisoners.
Maybe it's not, but like somebody done fooling themselves about collecting.
All hostages.
They're done. And a Virgo. Yeah, they understand that these people from your past just don't like how you are because you got money, shiny. You could have got a pay raise in life. You healed, and they don't like that. They don't like the fact that you're above them in every way, shape, or form. Okay, and that's what they understand. They like, okay, like that's what somebody understands. It's because it's something about money or something like that. African American man or woman, and then they find out this shit been going on for over 10 years. Like, it's kind of hard to not like see it. You can't not unsee it. You know what I mean? Somebody's saying, like, you just can't unsee it. Yeah.
Longer.
So a truck driver is doing a divine intervention, maybe with a family member, or it's just the divine is intervening with this whole situation. Okay, we got F, somebody grandma. Okay, something about Thursday. Because they like, I swear to God to somebody, this could be somebody dad or baby dad. They want to swear to God to the, till they blue in the face, spit flying, but you're lying through your teeth. It's crazy. Like, this man with no beard, they lying through their teeth. And it's like, damn, bro, like, you lying hard, Yeah, somebody daughter, we got W. They all are scared of y'all right now because how this narrative is turning around the proper way. Somebody brother 5 years ago, daughter and brothers, I don't know. All right, something about 5 years ago, or something been going on for over 5 years with somebody kids. All right. If y'all reading this, it's too late. W. Collective, your true love coming in. I'm telling you, something about a person with a black.
Twice she mentioned W, twice. Look at that, boom, boom.
This whole group that worked against you was looking at them. T. Because they knew you was single. And last summer, maybe your ex-lover they all finding out, yeah, this is a suicide mission. They uncle court them. They like, what is going on, bruh? Because they know you was never being Queen Petty to a Cancer in the reverse. Because you're fully in your North Node. That's why y'all not friends, but they're not friends with an Earth Angel. Because they're not Earth Angels. That's why they can't be cool with you, because you're an earth angel light worker, but they seen you going through a body transformation, getting fit. And that's when they knew they messed up bad, because mind you, these are the same people that trying to make you sick. They had you down bad for a while. They was trying to make you, they was trying
Mental
to
health,
you
you know.
They seen you going,
Mental
getting
health,
healthy
hospital
and
blood.
taking good care. They knew they fucked up.
Tried to take my mind,
Okay?
blood.
Because somebody was saying you did this to them, you was being, man, all that work they was doing, ain't nothing touch you. They no, you was never doing nothing that they said. So you can't, it's like, so you trying to tell me, so again, back to the magic, like now, so since it didn't work on you, they did it wrong. You understand what I'm saying? No, you're lying. How about that? That's why it didn't work on that.
Trust you all of them.
You understand
None
what I'm
of
saying?
them might
So,
sound fuck up, but that's what we feel.
Yeah, somebody got a lot to say. Somebody's so embarrassed.
Might sound fuck up, blood, but that is how I feel.
We got boss in the reverse. Somebody, a fake boss, said hi. Energy vampires is having freak accidents they can't heal from. Male practitioner. They want to talk to somebody about everything. P. She wasn't even mad. Like somebody know you're not even mad at these people from your past.
Look at that. She not even mad. Somebody surprised that you weren't even mad. A P. So what is the name of my children's father? P. And I told you already on yesterday's video, 1717. I'm not mad. I weren't mad. I was saying to spirit, like, I've got every right to be mad, but how comes I don't feel mad? I'm glad I don't feel mad, because that's why I don't feel mad, because it's too beneath what I've already experienced to be mad at it. Like, I get it. I get the game. I get it. I've already celebrated and hugged up these people in the celestial world and high-fived them, because I told them that when you bring it, make sure you bring it and then some, because I'll be bringing it and then some. So they played the role that they needed to play. So when I was in the madhouse and I was fine, and I went outside for a cigarette one night, and they showed me that when I was looking up in the stars, and they showed this union between us, and I said, it's just nothing but love. It won't happen here in the 3D. I will never speak to these people. You know what I mean? But in the 5D, I've already made up, I've already loved up, because I get it. Do you know what I'm saying? And that's why I'm okay with it, because I know what it looks like in the end, half the time. So it's okay. We're just playing out this in the 3D. It doesn't matter. This is not me. This is an avatar. This skin is not who I am. This flesh is not who I am. I'm aware of that. You know what I mean? That's why I don't give a fuck, in a sense. In terms of, like, I do me. I'm not really worried about what it looks like. You know what I mean? Because I know what it looks like. Where it most matters, I know what it looks like there. And that's all I care about. Making sure that I do what I need to do in terms of my celestial contract. Not this fuckery that this life is supposed to take me on, because I'm supposed to get caught up in some fuck with shit because it's life. Nah, allow that. That's why it's called the game of life. Because it is a game. And I'll keep saying nobody gets out alive. So don't take it so seriously. You have to just relax in it. And just be like, alright then, fuck. And then they just got knocked over then. Alright, cool. You nearly just got knocked over. It's obviously a warning trying to tell you about something. Pay attention. What colour was the car? What did the registration plate say? Did a bird go past at the same time? Did anybody honk their horn? Like, try hard, no? It's not about you nearly died. It's about everything. Pay attention. There's lots going on around you. Is it because you keep looking at your mobile phone and stepping out as the spirit's making you know this is a warning, next time we're going to lick you down? Because if it is, you better pay attention. Because you look like a right dickhead when you astral project over your body and you're like, fucking hell, I'm actually dead because I got run over a bus because I've had my fucking face in the phone that I got warned about how many times. You feel like a right dickhead. What a waste. But then at the same time, that's what was supposed to happen. But you have to come back around and learn that lesson again, innit?
Oh my God. Something about somebody's niece. You ain't had nothing to do with whatever happened to somebody's niece. A man with a bald head or deep waves. Or somebody ain't your niece. We got E. First, last, middle, initial. At the end of the day, this is what somebody is finding out. These people are solely doing all of this because of jealousy of your true love coming in.
Yeah. Sadly.
You know, true love is very hard to find, you know. and you being God is blessing you with
True
true
love, you
love.
know. Because I've waited so long.
And everything
Today
else
is
that
my
you got going on
anniversary
because
of
you did
3
the work,
years
you decided to heal,
celibate.
you decided to love yourself, and these
To
people
the
are
day,
using it.
the 10th of
These people
May,
hate you for it, collectively,
2020,
but
blood
God
clot
loves you
3.
most, and
Fuck
so do
nigga,
I.
blood
Happy
clot
Mother's
5.
Day to everybody, and have a blessed day.
You have a blessed day too.
On
Do you know what I'm saying?
booking.com.
Today is a good day. Today is good. Good is today. Today anniversary, my 3-year anniversary, and I woke up this morning and Spirit said it to me, and I thought, look at that, and I went in my daughter's room and I said it to her. To the fucking day, you know. And then look at the news and everything that's happened. You know, everything is so significant. Even tomorrow, like I'm getting downloads now about tomorrow, what's gonna happen. You know what I'm saying? So I know, you know, this and I know that. And I was just chopping it up with Spirit when the video was playing. Like, I know that I could do that, but there's also options to do that. And tomorrow, like today, I've spent all day just pampering myself. I spent like nearly 3 hours just literally just soaking in the bath. Topping up, adding more Himalayan salt, adding more oils and whatever, and just chilling off, man. Sometimes, and then, you know, like just spending time on your hands, on your feet, on your body, exfoliating. Do you know what I mean? Just literally just looking after yourself. It's so necessary. And I had such a good time. I was thinking, I think I might just have a little bit more tomorrow, because I think that somebody, you know, should do a proper job on my feet and do a pedicure. So that's what I'm thinking. Do a pedicure, do my nails. I was thinking to do my lashes, but I just did them myself. Because I was just feeling it, you know what I mean? Like I didn't have a problem doing it. I felt good about it. So yeah, I think tomorrow, basically, I've got a 9 o'clock in the morning. I think I've just got a 9 o'clock in the morning. I'm hoping that I just have a 9 o'clock in the morning, I should say. Yeah. It's on Tuesday. I got my cohort meeting on Tuesday. What time is that? Just let me just check. 1 o'clock. So yeah, so tomorrow after my 9 o'clock, I can go and do what I want to do. So let me get off this now. Say good night. It's been a pleasure. Shattered for some reason. I feel really tired, but at the same time, when I feel tired, I feel like somebody's putting me to bed. It feels like energy, but I don't feel like I'm being put to bed. I just feel like I'm overly yawning, whereas usually I feel heavy. So it's not the same. Thank God for that. So, but yeah. So let's call it another one at 311. It's a nice number. Take care.